Okay, and we're live. I will say this, one other thing I like about Furstre.am is it connects very fast. It only takes like 3 seconds for it to connect. Whereas like Twitch and stuff like that can take 5 to 10, sometimes 20, depending on how bad it is. Connecting to now the start, the room isn't connecting on this one either. Huh. So we'll have to deal with that. So what piece of shit did you give me?
It is called Doom Rogue Level or something like that. Don't quote me on the name.
Okay.
It's basically, it's a rogue game where you sit there and you go around and blast it. The combat system isn't the most intuitive thing on the planet. Oh, and I died because I'm a dumbass.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm playing Doom RL.
Oh! I cannot get my room to work. Come on.
Oh, okay, Doom, the roguelike, that's what it's called.
Boy, I am lagging big time right now. I don't know what's going on.
Blame Skype. That's what I always do. I blame Skype.
Yes. Full screen mode. Okay, let's... Ah, fuck.
Light. He said, let there be light, and then he shit.
Who?
Ow, that's on my ear. It is squeezing my ear too much.
Come on.
Cheap ass headset. Ow. Bless it though. Saved my ass more than once.
Okay, there we go. And I will put my little camera thing back on. There we go. Okay, we are in... What the hell is this? Is this... Oh, I've got a little screen. I do not know what it is. Okay, screw it. We'll figure it out later. Okay, Chaos Forge. I've heard of them.
Speaking of roguelike games, did you hear what just happened with Starbound?
I don't know what Starbound is.
It's like Terraria.
Oh, that thing. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. What happened?
The developers of the indie PC hit Starbound discovered a sexual predator was using the game to target children.
Big shock.
They're delaying development to deal with the sexual predator. They're delaying development to deal with the sexual predator. They're delaying development to deal with the sexual predator. And they've got the authorities involved.
Oh, fun.
And some people are certainly going, well, how does this affect, development? They've had to call the authorities, and it's a small team working on the game.
Ooh, the chat room is offline.
Oh.
So it's not me. Okay. Well, okay. I'm too young to die. Hey, not too rough. Hurt me aplenty. I'm too young to die. Marines are the backbone. They start with 10 more health points and power-ups. They have a plus 50% duration bonus. Whatever the hell Nightmare is. Oh, that's a mode.
Yeah.
Scouts are agile and have best intel. They're generally 10% faster and know the location of stairs at any given level. That could be helpful. Technicians are masters of equipment and tinkering. They use consumables almost instantly. Can hack computer maps for tracking data. You know what? I'm a green newbie. I'm going to take Marine.
Take the meat shield, yeah.
Choose a trait to upgrade. Iron Man, Finesse, Hellrunner...
Oh, you can't do that right now. That's just show. It lets you read what the different traits are.
Okay. Well, I will apologize to anybody who's trying to talk to me. In Furstre.am, the thing is down. So the chat room is actually down.
Chat room down. Chat room down. No, I got nothing more than that now.
Phobos. Okay. Corpses everywhere. Hey, cool. Something to look at. This can't be happening. Help. I'm... Slurp. Oh, God. What is this?
Oh, if you hit,
How the hell do you move? Oh, use number pad and arrows. Oh, you asshole! It is completely wrong for me to use this.
No, you can use the mouse, you just shift and you just click. You just click to move.
Oh, good. Oh, what's this?
You can, and you can, yeah.
There's like a weed thing here. What is this?
It's just a weed.
Oh, okay.
It's there to screw with you.
Well, it successfully did that. I'm trying to... I don't know how to get there. Oh, here we go. Here's... I think I'm just kind of walking around the building. I actually wish this was like Diablo, where you could just hold it down. That'd be so nice. Okay, here's a door. And it looks like we got a med pack. How do we get it?
Pick it up by you stand on top of it and push G.
And push what?
G.
G. Okay. Rockin' little soundtrack to it.
You've never actually played Doom. I can tell you've never played Doom.
No, I haven't. I told you that. What the hell? How do I shoot?
F. And point and click, or you right click on things.
Splat. Okay. Well, my health is 90%. What the fuck? They just blew up.
Yeah, they explode.
Ooh, I see gun. I see bullets. Okay. Oh, it said hint. Press
R to reload.
to reload. Okay. Except I found shotgun shells, which are no good for a pistol.
Number 3 is shotgun. If you find a shotgun.
I don't have a shotgun. How do I go down the stairs?
You just double click on the stairs.
Oh, a teleport. That's probably not a wise thing to go at.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but yeah.
Whee! I found more shotgun shells.
There's a hint there.
What the? What is this? 10mm ammo and 16mm ammo. So I must be able to use something by now. Yeah, nice little soundtrack to it.
Sex sounds.
Sex sounds? What?
Oh, it's bitten.
Ow! The
I
fuck?
quit watching TV.
How do I heal myself?
Open inventory and which is the I button.
Yeah, I gathered. Oh, and just push the letter. Okay.
Yeah.
2d4 weapon? Oh, sweet. I like
And
this
yes,
already.
You can enhance and alter your weapons with mod packs.
I've got 10mm. I must be using a 16mm.
Yeah, that's the pistol. 10mm for the chain gun.
And I've got 122 shotgun shells and 4 med packs.
Yeah. You've got 3 types of shotguns. You got your standard shotgun, your double shotgun, and you got your combat shotgun. And each of them can be upgraded to various tactical shotguns, which are just kick-ass.
Tracking map. Oh, nice. You download tracking data to your PDA.
Yep.
A health globe. Okay.
That will restore your health a bit.
Berserk, you feel like a killing machine. You need the taste of blood. Well, I see some right over here.
Blood, 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 blood.
The fuck, dude? Die already.
Wait till you meet with a Mr. Beastie.
My weapon is empty.
Reload. Reload, you douche nozzle.
I did. There's a pistol, 2d4.
Yeah,
Right
don't
here.
pick up another pistol. You can only single wield pistols.
Combat knife.
Most useless weapon ever.
Oh,
Unless you are
sure,
completely out of ammo. Completely out of ammo. Which happened to me once
10
already.
millimeter ammo. Damn. That shit's all over the place.
Maybe the 10 millimeters for the pistol and the 16s for the chain gun.
It must be, because I don't have any reload stuff for the pistol otherwise, and I just reloaded. What? Okay. Can't go that way.
The car wash. At the car wash, yeah. Car wash.
What's this? More 10 millimeter ammo.
Yeah,
oh,
you'll
I
get...
see why I did. I actually didn't go very far from that teleport.
No. The teleport's like to screw with you.
Gee. Shotgun shells. Where's my shotgun? Damn it, I want to try a shotgun. You enter Hell's Arena A. I hate to tell the demons this, but I named my character Spider Farina, and what was it, about a month ago we did an RP where both of my characters were in one group and they both got thrown in an arena and had to fight for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I've already done the Hell Arena thing. So come at me, dudes. I've already emptied an arena once. Oops! I forgot to heal. Oh, darn. Oh, I like this.
Be right back.
Escape or enter to exit. Okay, let's exit for now, because I'm trying to figure out what the hell is wrong. I've got like a little side thing here. Oh, it was Skype. For some reason it was bleeding in between deals. I'm going to try we're going to try Rogue Legacy again. I'm sorry for this, on this computer, I do not know why there's so much static. I'm actually going to try something. Recording devices. Windows Shell DLL is stopped. Damn it, I can't change my recording device. Okay, so we won't do that. Let's try and log into chat now. There we go. Now we're in the room. Now we are going to try again. Rogue Legacy works. Sweet. Okay. This is the game I wanted to play yesterday. I like this game. Okay, enter. Damn, that's loud. Okay. As you can see, we got nothing here yet. Dead already. I need to turn down this volume just a little bit. A little more than that. There we go. That should work. Yep, I'm back, Shopper. And Chaos is back too. I don't know where he is right now, though. It's about supper time for him, so he might actually be eating. Chestplate. Something I can actually buy. Turn around. There's no chest over here. Howdy, Dingo Gear. What can I upgrade this time?
So how are you enjoying the game, sir?
Oh, I'm playing Rogue Legacy now.
Fuck you.
Hey, come on. I'm on something I actually have half a shot at. You see what I got put up with?
Hey, I gave you a free game, sir. Get over it.
That's true. Whoops, I can't get that.
And if the controls were a little more intuitive, it might be a really enjoyable, fun game.
I've got Rogue the game somewhere. But trying to play it on a computer nowadays is just so insane because it goes so fast. It's like Kingdoms of Cross. I actually have the entire Cross library.
Oh, that's not what I mentioned. You know, I'm still kind of grumpy about the fucking EA screwing up Dungeon Keeper thing.
Oh, have you seen Juposition for this week?
No, I haven't.
He rips into it. He calls it a free-to-wait game.
Yeah.
Which it is, if what he's saying is right. It's, of course, so is Day of Dragons and whatnot. So, because you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Until your energy runs out, and then you have to wait for it to rebuild again.
Yeah, well, part of the problem is Dungeon Keeper, the original game, and Dungeon Keeper 2, which again, are great games. Go to GOG.com and, you know, download it, you know. Buy it, download it, enjoy it. Fuck EA.
Oh, we got somebody asking to see your face, so...
No.
What, your video don't work?
Pretty much. Dude, it's a built-in camera into a laptop that's old as hell. It's
oh,
garbage.
that's right, you were the forehead the other night.
Yeah.
He literally was. It was like from here up is all we could see of. Actually, no, it was from here up. We couldn't even see his eyes.
Yeah, I have to like sit way back and adjust my body and move the screen, and pretty much it would, yeah, no, it'd be better just to stick like a random picture of, you know, a dick with a smiley face and a toupee on it. Oh wait, no,
well,
sorry,
I've
that's
got
French.
your. Actually, hold on. We can do this.
No, you're not.
No, I can do this because I can just take a little screen grab of your picture from Skype.
The hell is my picture from Skype?
It's you with your aviator goggles.
Oh god, that picture. You are a prick, sir.
What? I like that picture.
That random picture of... Okay.
It's not, for some odd reason... Oh no, I see what the problem is.
It no like you.
No, I tried to add you with the screen region, but you're on my secondary monitor. And I cannot hide the action bar.
The porno.
No,
Okay.
the porno is always in a separate window. So
Window number 4. Survival groups. The ultimate social media.
So there is chaos.
They want your brain. Zombies aren't looking for hugs. Keep a cool head.
It's not like I'm going to put it all over the internet. Well, no more than he already is.
Commitment. Friends don't let friends become zombies.
Unless they need a really good laugh.
They may be dead, but they won't stay in one place. That's not suggestive at all. Flats only, ladies. High heels. Slowing down.
Hold on, I'm going to turn down my volume.
Avoid zombies at all costs. They always get the munchies.
This game is way too loud.
Be honest, some people are more expendable.
Yes, they are. And I'm one of them.
Get a reliable car. Breakdowns can be deadly.
That's actually true.
Zombies are what you eat.
True enough.
Dead-end streets. Translate that literally.
You're making me want to play Zombie University.
Fast food. Zombies eat on the run.
Isn't that the only way to eat during a zombie apocalypse?
Show no mercy. They aren't your family anymore. Are you
What
infected?
are these, achievements?
No. Are you infected? If you are wondering, you probably are. So these are actually on the, this is actually on the playing card set I got. It's an actual deck of cards that's zombie themed, and these are across every single card.
So what is it, like a TCG or something?
No, it's actual, like, you know, ace through king, ace,
Oh, it's a poker deck.
Yeah, it's actually a poker deck with,
Nice.
that's just zombie themed. Survival, there is no app for that. Zombie kids, a parent's worst nightmare.
Aside from kids in general.
Yeah. Don't get friendly, they only like you for your brain.
Now I want to play Regarding Your Brains, too.
Just so you know, there's a zombie behind you right now. They've gone green. Zombies are 100% recycled.
Oh, I have actually seen this one. Schleifer posted one. It's a guy running down a staircase with a fire behind him. Says, "In case of fire, exit building," before tweeting about it. I have actually seen that sign. Please cancel my subscription to your issues. Oh, that'd be such a good Cards Against Humanity card.
No one is safe. Everyone looks delicious.
My bed is a magical place where I suddenly remember everything I was supposed to do. Yep. And by that time, I'm too tired to do any of it.
Wow, okay, so this one's another suggestive one. Keep a lookout. Zombies go all night long.
Okay. You were saying about necrophilia being icky?
Yep. Keep up with the group. Stragglers make a great meal.
Yes, they do. And they're fat usually, too, so there's a lot of meal to have.
Safety in numbers. They travel in packs. So should you.
Very true.
What about feelings? Zombies don't have any. Don't have any. Neither should you. Head for the roof. Zombies can't climb.
Oh, that's bullshit. They can if they want to.
This card was made for you, sir. Fire is your best friend, and a zombie's worst enemy.
Yes, and very entertaining, too.
Don't be a hero. Let someone else get eaten.
And of course, he put this one I've seen a lot. Do not read the next sentence. You little rebel, I like you. That's actually been on Facebook recently.
Get to the country. Cities are a zombie buffet.
Pretty much, aren't they?
Yeah. Not just for truckers. Use a CB radio to find the zombie-free zone.
Now I want to play Walkie Talkie Dead.
Barricade everything. If you can get in, so can they. Which again is kind of suggestive. Don't be an idiot. Avoid cemeteries and morgues. No, I call bullshit on this one because the zombie apocalypse happens. I want to get a shovel. I want to go to a cemetery and play the ultimate game of whack-a-mole ever.
Actually, no. You know what you do? You sit well out of sight, sit upwind from a zombie thing so they don't catch a whiff of you. And when everybody raises from the grave and goes, then you go to the graveyard. Because there's nobody left. They aren't coming back. You got a perfect hiding place then because it's space all to yourself.
Yep.
And you're never going to see them again.
Little known fact. Zombies love the color orange. I don't get that one.
Hunters.
Oh. Okay. Stock the essentials. Don't forget the toilet paper.
Oh no. Definitely don't forget that.
Zombies are like stalkers. Okay, this one's not going to end well. Zombies are like stalkers. They watch everything you do.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
Zombie survival. It's not just a marathon. It's a sprint.
See, that's why I'm dead. That's why when the zombie apocalypse comes, I don't want a gun or something. I want a flamethrower. Because they're going to shamble into a large group of people or a building, cause even more trouble, and then I can walk away. Everybody will be too worried about the fire.
Ponytails are out. Zombies are grabby.
That can be taken a couple of ways too, actually.
Yeah. They might be dead. That doesn't mean they're peaceful.
No, it doesn't.
Get to a boat. Never been a zombie attack at sea. One, they really fucked up on the grammar on that one, and two, bullshit.
They've never watched Pirates of the Caribbean, then.
Yeah. Zombies and in-laws. Both show up when least expected. So that means the longer I wait for zombies, they'll never show up.
Exactly. Basic. You cannot be expecting them. The more you expect them, the less likely they are to show up.
And here is probably the most suggestive one of them all. Zombies are slow. Rigor mortis is your friend. Stiff audience.
Well, something is stiff, apparently, according to that card, so...
oh wait, sorry, that's Margaret Thatcher's thighs. Stay in shape.
Sad.
Stay in shape. Cardio
Sure.
is key to survival.
Go for it, Schleifer.
Don't get cornered. Escape plans are a must. Oh shit. You're a goner. Be faster than the next guy. Try to blend in. Practice your zombie walk. Yeah, no. Prepare in advance. Better opt for cremation. Fuel is a priority. Gas up before you go. Zombie leftovers. They bite off more than they can chew. Fucking lame.
That's bad.
Sorry, folks, there are no vegetarian zombies. Again, lame. Zombies. Worst house guests ever.
Oh, I can think of some worse ones, but they certainly rank up there, that's for sure.
Have a way out. Always ensure more than one exit. Which contradicts and then the last two are keep your eyes peeled. If it stumbles, stay away. Unless you're drunk. Never bring a pet. They make the creepiest zombies ever.
Just watch Pet Cemetery.
Fuck you. I hate that movie. I have issues still to this day watching that movie.
You have issues in general.
Yeah. Well, no, not really. They're all in storage now. They're locked away, safe and comfy.
And they're all expired.
Yeah. Months out of date. Anyways, yeah. So it's a nice little fun zombie poker deck. I like the artwork on the back. The artwork in the cards for like the face cards is kind of okay. Could have been a whole lot better. I kind of look at the artwork and I kind of expect to see Dirge from Zombie with a X. You probably never saw.
No,
probably
I
never
haven't.
saw that. Yeah, that was a Flash animation that came out around, I want to say 2002 is when the first episode premiered, and since then it's been kind of lying around dead after like 10 episodes, and then gets resurrected and then goes back to death. It's actually really good, but I just wish the dude would have continued it, and on a more consistent basis.
I've had a lot of things lately I've been trying to find on the internet again that I can't. But a lot of it...
Sanity, virginity, you know.
What?
What?
Something about virginity.
Oh, soul, sanity, and virginity. The three things the internet's taken away from you.
I'm trying to think of which one isn't true, but honestly... A soul is hypothetical. Sanity is, yeah, fleeting, and virginity, yeah,
It's intangible.
I'll give you the virginity one, but it didn't really mean much in the first place. So whether or not I'm better or worse without it is kind of a moot point. You know what? I don't think I've ever heard that song. Oh! No! Oh, God. That hurt. I need to remember not to do that. That is very nice work, Schleifer. You do very good.
Metal fabricator. Sanitation crew.
But yeah, just for the guys in the chat room, yes, I am going to try and do the podcasts. We do two podcasts, one Sunday and one Monday. I'm going to try and do that. Oh, that's still a very nice picture. I thought that was nice. But I want to try and get us more regularly on there because we don't really have a very wide audience right now. So if we can expand it, why not? I just hope it goes better than it did this week because I'm going to have like 3 or 4 video files to put together before I can upload it. And And yes, I did upload my first stream from yesterday. It's on my Facebook account, or on my YouTube account, Raving Rendell. So it really took a lot of time to upload. What the hell is hitting me? I don't see anything. Ow. Ugh. I think I'm gonna try a different game. I'm not doing too good at Rogue Legacy tonight. Let's see. Let's go back to Faster and Light. That's fun. I think we lost Cody again, so. And we'll get Cody back on here. Or at least his avatar. There. New game. Let's see. Oh, heck, go for it, Dingo. That's fine. Honestly, there's a lot. Tonight I'm not doing it just because I'm bored right now with podcasting, but I have a podcast network that I listen to very religiously. It's called Pride 48. And they have shows every day. And I usually listen to them all. It's just I'm not feeling very well tonight, so I'm giving myself a break. But yeah, if you want to listen to us while you're doing your own, by all means, if you can do it, go for it. I will probably do it myself some days. What have I got? I've got now these. Pierces one shield. Both of them. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got this time. This is the crystal ship that they mentioned the other day. Or yesterday. But yeah, if you want something to listen to, Pride 48 has a lot of really neat people. Oh, nice. We're going in here, so if I need repairs, I got some. What do? They are a gay podcast station. And Cody and I think, are the only two kind of well, there's a few people who aren't openly. Oh, that's the only way I can go. who aren't openly homosexual, but it's a really nice group. I actually went out to I mentioned going out to Las Vegas for a convention. That's where I went. I went out to, they have a convention at the MGM casinos. This year it was, whoa, no, get out of there, get out of there. No, damn you, get out of there. Thank you. You get in there. You get in there. Jump. Oh, there's nowhere safe. But it's pride48.com. It is a very... If it gets away, no doubt will warn the fleet of your position. Yeah, they're a nice group. I'm not gonna. God, why do I always keep picking the wrong dude? Let's get this fire out. They're a nice group. They're just it's a stream. It's a live stream. It has a schedule. There's usually one show a day. The one I like, and I don't, maybe they are on tonight. I may have to go over there. Or maybe I'll stream it so you all can listen to it. Yes, Greetings from Nowhere is on tonight. And I will stream that so you can listen to it, because they are very, very cool. So 8 to 9:30. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, we'll listen to them while we're going. Because they're a neat group. I just won't sit in the chat room.
Wendy, what are the names? Do you have names of any of your body parts?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going
you
on?
gotta take me out to
Listening
I
to
took you out to dinner the other night.
cocktails and
and you
cream
get to
puffs.
ride on old Bessie Lou.
Bessie Lou.
Oh, Bessie Lou. Is that what your vagina's name is?
Perhaps.
Bessie Lou.
Oh, that's a nice name for
Good
You
old
really don't have a
Bessie.
name for your thing?
Ram drive shaft. I don't know.
But doesn't your husband have a pet name for it?
No.
Godzilla!
Not that I'm gonna tell you. Godzilla.
Godzilla!
That's
Oh no!
Oh, Godzilla!
that's pretty funny, guys. That
Oh, no,
really
you come-
is.
You
That's-
come at me with that no!
That's actually really funny.
Please, Godzilla!
That is,
They're being
that's-
silly tonight.
That might have been one of the funniest things I've heard you say, Joe.
He's got...
Plug your ears, Lisa.
He's Godzilla!
Oh, we got the God
Oh, you
Reaper
sing
on it.
Oh, you people make
Oh,
me
you
laugh.
are. Thank God he doesn't listen to the show.
Oh, you make me
He'd
laugh.
hate us.
No, he would hate you. Yes, he would hate you.
Like,
he
you-
would hate you.
Wait, you made fun of me?
No, now what is he, Mexican?
I
Oh, you
don't
make
know.
fun of me, eh?
Senor.
Senor? Como se dice, ay, ay, ay.
Oh, you right people. Go on.
Would you, what? Okay, now we're getting into territory where it's, we're pushing the bounds there.
Oh, because I said right.
No, it's just going so long. now it's about time to stop that.
Fuck
So,
are you, round eye?
okay, so anyway, no, but a monumental event has happened.
Okay, we want to hear
Disgust
about
me,
it.
Wendy.
Okay, so if I were to ask you what is the most seemingly masculine...
You're asking
or-
the right person because she is completely out of touch with society, as
Okay.
we've established.
Okay.
In the United States, if there's one sport or business or anything that is maybe you would consider the most masculine or testosterone-filled thing,
Ballet.
Hockey
you think hockey?
or football.
Football. There
Football,
you
probably,
go.
yeah.
I would say football more
Football America?
personally. You know, kind of NASCAR maybe, but football is just
Yeah.
absolutely
Fucking hate
barbaric.
It
It's-
drips with testosterone.
It does. It drips with testosterone. It
Uh-huh.
does. Well, last night, a man named Michael Sam, an All-American defensive lineman from the University of Missouri,
Right.
publicly revealed that he's gay, creating the possibility that he'll be the first openly gay player drafted by the National Football League.
Wow.
Now, it helps, I think, that this man is 6'2" and 260 pounds. He's a black man. I think he's very attractive. Not that that really matters much, but I think he's attractive.
Now, please
Yeah.
bring on the tight end jokes.
Yeah, no, well,
Bring
see,
on
of
the
course,
wide receiver jokes.
joke,
It's
sure.
too easy.
It is easy, but he's actually a defensive end, so he's not.
Is he a Pittsburgh Pirate?
Ah,
A
that's
Green Bay
funny.
Fudge
Tell
Packer?
you.
Yes, that would be funny if he goes to the Packers.
In-
Oh my God!
In the chat room.
Oh my God!
In the chat
Too
room. Now I don't
easy.
know. I don't know what this was. If this was referring to our poor Asian humor that we once in a while pull out, or if this is referring to when we were making the dick jokes about Gary. But the guy who made the comment, which makes me laugh, is he said, "I don't understand a lot of this humor," and his screen name is the creature in Gary's pants.
Oh,
It's called an anaconda.
No,
Hello.
That's funny. So anyhow,
Plug your ears, Lisa.
so no, now you can unplug them.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So this guy who was a senior last year was an All-American. He was a consensus
A
All-American.
senior in high school?
College.
Oh, okay.
A senior at the University of
Wait,
Missouri.
hold on. I want to stick with this for a second. When you were just saying a senior in high school, what part were you marveling over?
Because he was 6 foot what and
6'2" and
260 pounds.
Oh, that could easily
Yeah,
be a senior
that does
in high
happen.
Really?
school.
Yeah, that does happen.
God.
But so this guy, he came out as openly gay.
Uh-huh.
Now, he was a consensus All-American, which means he was one of the best in the United States out of the 160 colleges or whatever
Wow.
it
He was
is.
a big number two pick.
Well, no, not exactly.
No.
But he was the defensive player of the year for his conference, the SEC, which is arguably the best conference in college football. He's a very, very talented player. However, he's not projected to go in the first round. He's not like game changer talent-wise. Like he's
Right.
not the
Right.
best player that we've seen.
And that's one of the
ever.
things that, even though this turned into a big issue in the news media and ESPN and everything, one of the things that ESPN said is, well, let's make sure they can see this guy can play football.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to, because in a sense, I'm sure there are people who are out there who said this guy came out to try and get himself in the spotlight, to try and
Right.
help his, you know, it can go either way.
Yes, and the
Because-
chances are that it may actually drop his stock in the draft.
Yes and no,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
because what it comes down to
Mhm.
is this: is do teams want to go for that progressive angle and say we'd be making a real big statement by doing this, or do you want to do completely the opposite?
Mhm.
It can go either way. I think it's great that this is happening, and one of the questions is what do you think other players are going to feel about playing with this guy? And I was thinking, these other players have interacted and played with gay men before in their lives, whether they knew it or not.
Right.
And when you're at that level, it's about the sport.
Yeah.
With anything, it's about the sport. You know, I understand National Coming Out Day, and I understand that the more people identify themselves as gay, lesbian, bi, or queer, or trans, the more important that is, because there's so many people who go through life with such hateful thoughts about gays, and then they realize that they have like 3 of them who they talk to and have lunch with on a daily basis
Right.
and don't know
And
it.
there's one in their family that they don't
And that's
know.
why visibility is so very important.
Mhm.
And that's really what this is about. This is about visibility.
Well, it's interesting. You actually touched on a couple things that I'd like to explore here. Now, so this this guy, Michael Sam is his name. He is good. He's obviously very good. There's no doubt about it. He's projected to go in the draft in the late 3rd to the 4th round of the draft. That means that he's not the best player who's ever been played football coming
Right.
out of college. He may develop into that. Because
Right.
some of the best players ever have been drafted in later rounds. Tom Brady, who is a guy you probably know his name, right? Even
Yeah.
though you don't know football.
Yeah.
Well, you know who he is. I think he was a 6th or 7th round pick, which is pretty crazy, but he developed into something greater. Anyhow, this guy is going to go in, more than likely, he'll go in the 4th round, or thereabouts. When a team picks a player in the third or fourth round, that player, the vast majority of time, makes the football team, makes the team. Because there's no guarantee that they're going to make the squad even after they get drafted.
Right. I don't really know much about that process.
Okay.
But,
Well, so I'm just giving you the bare bones of it and
Right.
whatnot, and stop me if you don't understand
No, I
something.
get it.
So this guy is going
Don't you
to.
dare stop him.
So
It's turning to ESPN around here.
no, but so okay. So here's the thing. This guy
So a
is
guy plays well.
openly-
He gets picked. If he's picked early, he could get a chance of getting on the team.
Yep.
But it could go either way. So he could get hurt in practice. Anything could happen.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, if a guy like this doesn't make the team that picks him is going to be open to criticism from all people, lots of sides, and some of those sides are going to say you didn't keep him on the team because
Well,
he's queer.
Right.
I think we're over. I agree with you that could happen, but I
Mhm.
think we're overplaying that and we're thinking ahead too far into that. And like I said, ESPN really did it the best for me when they said it's going to come down to the fact can this guy play,
Absolutely.
and I thought that was the greatest summation of the whole thing.
So we're definitely there. Now, there are so many interesting things for me about this.
Name one.
I actually called into our local sports radio station this morning. I was on the air talking to the
WBEN.
no, it wasn't WBEN. It was the WGR 550, which is
Oh,
our
that's what
local
I meant.
sports.
That's what I meant. It's
Yeah,
like-
that's a
it's
sister
the
station. Yeah. Well,
WGR. This is the Bulldog.
Well, I called in, and it was great because this station actually becomes like the town commons. That's the way I describe it. Whenever there are momentous issues going on, whether they're sports related or not, it actually becomes like a talk show where they let whoever call in, and it's
Right.
really interesting.
Hi,
And-
Gary-
Shred and
from
Reagan
Buffalo.
do that on the Edge as well.
Gary
Sure.
from Buffalo. You're on.
Sure.
Hi.
Well, that's what it was.
Oh,
well,
Gary. I detect a bit of queer in your voice.
Well, I told him off the bat that I was a gay man. I know. Well,
What? And did you say, hi, I'm a gay man and also a broadcaster at Cocktails and Cream Puffs?
no, I didn't do
You
that.
do not know how to use this to your...
I don't. I'm sorry.
Don't roll your eyes, Wendy. You know I would have
So-
been like,
Yeah, you would have been
I
like,
do
I
listen
do.
to him like, hello, this is a gay man too.
Yes. Well, what had happened was there was this steady stream of phone calls where people were saying, why do we even talk about this? This is politically correct to even talk about this. We don't need to talk about this. And I get that, but
So
the
it was
sense,
all negative, you mean?
well, not negative. Some of the people who were saying we don't need to talk about this because it's not an issue anymore. It's old people who are
Right.
making this an issue. We don't need
Right.
to talk about
I
it.
wish he came out after he either made the team or didn't make the team.
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad he did it now because it really gets people talking about it, and I think it's great that people are talking about it. But in any event, what I'll say is this. The reason I called in is because there was a gentleman who called in and said, well, if this guy wants to be a stand-up individual and, why does he have to make an issue out of it? He doesn't need to make an issue out of it. It's just all about PC and all that stuff. And I called in and I said, look, I'm an openly gay man. I'm 43 years old. I came out in my early 20s. And the thing for me, there's 2 points about this. First of all, I'm proud of this guy for coming out because I want younger LGBT people to realize that they can aspire to whatever they want.
oh,
And
God,
and
which is exactly what probably threw people into a tizzy.
and I said, and the idea of the NFL has been the most masculine and testosterone-filled, idea.
But what
for-
makes a
for
man
me-
a man?
for me. Well, I didn't get into that. If I had an hour to talk to them, I would have talked about that. But I said, so it's important to me that he comes out and shows them that they actually can do this.
Right.
I said, secondly, we live in a world where I'm gay, I'm married. But when in certain social situations, I have to be careful because if I use the word husband when I refer to my husband, I may be someplace where if I use that word and the wrong person overhears it, I may not get out of there.
Yeah.
Or I may not be allowed back in.
Right.
So sometimes I censor myself and I say the word spouse.
Hmm.
I said, until that changes, it's got to change with me first, but this is going to help me.
Right.
I said, until that changes, it's important for people like Mr. Sam to come out.
Hmm.
Well, like I said, it's a two-sided thing. I almost wish you waited till afterwards, and this is where you and I disagree, because it's going to run into the issue that if he does get on a team, somebody's going to say it's just because he's gay, and if he doesn't get on a team,
No one's
going
going to say that. No one's going to
Oh,
say
I
that.
promise
No,
you.
because
Promise you.
before this, he was slated to go in the 3rd or 4th round. There are 7 rounds. This guy is an All-American.
I know,
He's
but
an
because of that
SAC
shit that just
Defensive
went down
Player
with
of
the
Year.
Vikings, I'm telling you.
But Joe, you
Oh,
just
because of
said it
Kluwe?
yourself.
Interesting, because of Kluwe. Okay.
Because
It's
of
going to
what-
come down to can he play? You
Right,
said
but
that
you have to
yourself.
understand what it's going to... Yes, but then here's the question. Do we do the good thing? Do we say, you know what, let's take the queer. Let's take the gay guy because it'll make us look good as a team. But he's never going to play.
But do you really believe it
We're
will
gonna
come down to that?
Do I believe it could, and especially in a business environment where sports and it's about... Watch the Super Bowl commercials. Look at a beer commercial that's aimed toward... None of those commercials, except perhaps the Muppets, is aimed towards gays. But the problem is the NFL's not smart enough.
I would say aimed towards gays and women is the underwear line by what's his name, Beckham.
But that's a little different.
That's homoerotic.
I'll give it to you, but that's a little different. The NFL
Bend
doesn't.
over
The
like
NFL
Beckham.
doesn't aim for. The NFL does not aim for women, nor does it aim for gays.
It absolutely aims for women, and
But
it's been
women
changing that
love
over the
the
last
Well,
10
NFL.
years.
it's getting
What are you
better.
talking about?
It's getting better, and do you know? But this is what I'm telling you. Do you know how stupid they are? The most viewed television Super Bowl halftime show ever was Madonna.
Okay.
Do you know that there were more people who came to watch her do the halftime show than was that watched the whole fucking Super Bowl? Blew the numbers out.
I'm surprised you call the NFL stupid. It's the biggest, most powerful business in the
Right.
United
Doesn't-
States. Like
it does-
entertainment idea.
But it doesn't mean they're smart. It doesn't mean they're
Fair,
smart.
fair enough. Fair enough.
What I'm telling you is
Well,
they're,
talking
they're smart enough
about-
to say, wait, Wendy.
Less people watch the football. They tuned in statistically just for the halftime show.
Or the commercials.
And
Okay, I'm sorry.
well, that's what I'm saying.
No,
You're right.
I get that.
They only tuned in for the halftime
Right,
show,
and
not
left.
for the actual game.
But they got commercials in the process. What I'm telling you though is, and I keep thinking of Jackie Robinson in this too.
hmm
It's the same lines of that. There might be some team who says, look, whether the kid's decent, good, bad, otherwise, let's get him. We're going to get him because then we'll say, oh, we picked him, we gave him a chance. But he's just not going to be good enough. And the reason why I throw that out is because there are going to be homophobic other players who say, I'm not playing on that team if he's on that team. But we did the good thing and did the first step. So we're cool. It's not our fault that he couldn't keep up with it.
I'm with you on that Jackie Robinson analogy. Where it falls flat for me is the moment you say about Mr. Sam that, if he's not good enough, if he can't do it. Jackie Robinson was a transcendental athlete and player in the game of baseball. He was undeniably somebody that could come into the Dodgers organization and be a game changer.
I agree, but he was
Sam
black.
Well, I understand that, but the difference is that Sam is not. So it makes it a little bit fuzzier about whether to take him or whether to not take him. To me, it just makes it more interesting.
Look, here's the thing. Regardless, if he plays, there are going to be gay slurs by other team members or teammates, and there's going to be gay slurs from the stands as people are getting drunker and drunker. Oh, you missed the catch, faggot.
Of course, wait till he plays in Philadelphia.
What would happen if he didn't come out, got picked, became a star, and then someone outed him?
To me, it would have been.
What would have happened?
I
then?
would-
Well, what would have then happened is he wouldn't have been in control of his own story, and
Right.
that's why he says he came out.
Yeah, but I wish he came out afterwards because I'd like him to be in that position, on the team, and then say, "Oh, by the way."
No, but what
I
if
don't
he
know.
didn't
I don't
come out?
know.
What if he got on the team?
Well,
and
I don't.
then-
I don't know.
No, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
hoping he
I
fo-
wish he came out after he got on the team.
I just want to say this. I hope he finds another openly gay NFL player and they get married.
Oh.
Yeah, that would
How
happen.
fucking awesome would that be?
Well, I mean, but I think one of
It
the
would
things,
be great if he
one-
married like a quarterback.
one of the
I'm
things that
waiting
we're
for that.
really missing here that I think is one of the most important things, and then I want to leave this because the world is losing their mind that we're doing sports this long.
No, this is an important thing.
Yeah, I think it's great, but the chat room is so I lose my
Really?
mind. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
What
let-
are the chat rooms saying, and who is in the chat?
Well,
Are
well,
angry.
perhaps if Wendy Cameron brought her computer the second week that I asked her to bring it,
do.
we wouldn't be having this problem.
Did you
So-
change your hair color to purple?
No, it's the hue of the light.
Your hair
did you
is
dye it?
purple.
Purple?
It is purple.
Is it the reflection of the curtain?
I don't
I'm
know,
going to
but-
tell you how much I don't care.
I always wanted purple hair.
Back to
Back to you.
Joe, who's in the chat room?
I think one of
He's
the
back here.
I think one of the dangers that he actually has though is it's a full contact sport,
Mm-hmm.
and there is the danger of no
No, somebody hitting him extra hard in the
somebody
head.
extra hard and slamming. I mean, or getting him out of the game, injuring
Mm-hmm.
him. So I mean, I think it's great. Like I was telling Gary, there's a friend of mine who is a woman, a black woman who is probably a little older than Wendy, about maybe 5-10 years older than Wendy, and she put, "I can't wait till the day comes that it's no longer the first woman, first black, first this." And I thought, I think she meant it in a positive way, but when I
Yeah.
first interpreted it, I was thinking, but this is important. These firsts have to happen in order for it to be the norm.
Well, I think I'm happy that somebody who's black said, "Hey, I can't wait for the day when this is a non-story," because she recognizes that this is up there with the story of the first black, the first woman, the first
Right.
Latina, whatever. So that was fun. Thank you for letting me discuss that because I really wanted to.
That's
really
a
wanted
good
to.
story.
I think
It's
so, too.
fine.
We'll find
Jerry just gets so into details. So then what we're going to do is it's going to be a third round pick, and we're going to go backwards to forward this year, and it's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles in 5th position because they lost the game against the Bengals, and when they lost the game against the Bengals, it made them fall down.
You know what's going on.
Anyway,
Replace the Bengals with Dallas, and you're fucking great.
Houston Oilers, Houston Oilers, Houston Oilers number one.
Yeah, remember that.
Why is the Olympic flame singing the football song?
So, Wendy, would you like, there is an envelope in the P.O.
Oh,
box.
yeah.
Do you want to open it?
Can I please? Can I please?
All right, Wendy.
So we got an envelope from, who's it from?
It's addressed to Wendy. Oh,
Wait,
I know
hold
who
on.
it's
Whoa, whoa,
from.
whoa,
While
who-
she's opening that,
Who's it from? Where is
It's
it
from Kathy Bacon.
I think
Oh,
while
okay.
she's
Bacon.
opening that, what we need to do is we need to start the weigh-in.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
we got to get our updates on our weigh-in.
Okay.
Okay.
So why don't you talk it, and I'll get,
So Wendy's opening
Joy.
the envelope, and Wendy's going to read the envelope. Wendy, I can't fill the time, so read it.
You need to keep
How did that get ripped?
I don't know.
maybe it's in this.
Read it.
Okay. Happy New Year. Of course, I think of you when I
Can you read like an adult?
tear up mail and look on the floor to a piece of a $2 bill. Love you. Happiest of New Year's to you all, Kathy Bacon. P.S. Glad you all enjoyed the Bacon family letter. Kathy Bacon, we love you to pieces. And I'm going to treasure this $2 bill. Now, Joe Bruhecker is being weighed right now, and I don't hear anything coming from the weighing area. The scale is saying, 1 at a time, please. Oops. Is it my turn yet? Okay. Take over, Joe. I'm going to get weighed.
Hold on, they have to get the industrial crane in there.
Okay.
So wait,
With
did
that
it say how that
beep,
$2 got
beep,
ripped
beep.
in half?
No, it didn't.
All right, well, let me see the letter. Well, Kathy Bacon, that was so very nice of you. You know, you are such a sweetheart, and I really enjoy you so very much in the podcasting community. And Wendy will cherish that $2. Of course, tomorrow she'll probably be trying to stick it inside of that machine at work in order to try and get like a treat. Ooh, there is a studly, sexy man that's on my screen in the chat room. The chat room is just a place where they enjoy interacting with each other, and they put up fantastic pictures. So if you ever have an opportunity, join us on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to the Pride 48 chat room and see what's going on. Oh, Wendy looks appalled. Oh, did you gain weight?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes! Yes!
I went up a pound and a bit.
What a feeling! Can I tell you what I said to
am
Wendy today?
mortified.
Is I said I'm going to actually have to look at some, I was actually starting to look at tattoos.
Oh,
Because
really?
I was like, she's taking this serious. Now, even though you're mortified, you're abhorred, you're a horde.
I put the whore in her board.
We did go out last night to eat, which we'll
We-
get into that deep.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
Wait, we'll talk about. So did I, though.
No, you took me out to fatten me up.
Well, Wendy, no. Who took a piece of cheesecake home with them and ate it on the ride home?
It was small.
Hey, can you give me a pen and a piece of paper?
Yes. Just 2 pounds. Don't give us a percentage,
No,
and
no,
I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, okay. All right.
Suck 2 pounds.
Now,
But Wendy, you
Mhm.
gained weight.
Yeah, 1.8, I think.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say this. From last weigh-in,
Yes.
this was the change.
Okay.
Wendy gained 1.4 pounds. Joey lost 1.8 pounds.
Which I just ate before we did this too.
Okay.
I also think that floor is not level. I
And-
really don't.
And Gary lost 2.8 pounds.
yeah, I really don't think that floor is level.
Well, we're all on the same thing.
I
Okay.
agree.
Liked the floor when it was in your face.
No, no, no. The
It's in a different place
the
now.
floor
floor is-
was fine
The
then.
floor is still in my favor, and I'm telling you that I don't think it's level.
Well,
don't
I
think-
have an issue with the floor today.
I'm gonna bring something to check
So
out the
Gary's-
level.
However,
Today's big winner.
however, I will say this.
Because I do myself every day.
All that deprivation, all
Well,
that
I
denying
told you that's-
myself, and I rue it all in one Sunday afternoon.
When you were licking the plate, I knew.
I was carb deprived.
Well, what I'll say is this, though. From the first weigh-in until now,
Yeah.
I'm going to, as you guys banter, I'm going to figure out what the percentage is, what the
Okay.
percentage loss, and see kind of where we are
Can
from
you just
that.
tell us how many pounds we lost?
Do you want to know that?
Yeah, how many pounds we lost?
Okay, Wendy
what's
has
the
lost
change?
6.8 pounds.
Okay. That's including when she added back?
Yeah.
She still lost more than me, though, hasn't she?
You guys are pretty close. You, Joey, have lost, 5.8 pounds.
That's why I don't think that scale's accurate, because I've lost more weight than that.
Well, there's water weight, and it's the time. And I have lost 4.2 pounds.
And this is just our...
Plus, I had 2 beers and a pizza
And this is our...
and 50 wings.
And this is
before I
our
came
second week, so that's pretty good. I'll
yeah,
take that.
we're all doing good actually
Yeah,
on
not
this, so
too
don't worry
bad.
about it.
So I got a call.
Although I've got 8 beers in front of me, and I've only drank 2 of them.
Right.
No, that was from last time.
I got a text sent to me by Mike Lawson of Catching Up.
Ooh, I'm
With
following
Catching
him
Up.
on the Facebook, and I love
Sexy
it.
Mike Lawson.
He is attractive.
And Mike Lawson sends me a text and says, Joey B, meet Joey B. And like, I know Joe Batanz, and I thought, Joe must not have had my text number. Of course he could text me anytime he wanted. So then I'm texting back to Joe Batanz, what, you wanted my number, but you were nervous that I'd be upset, so you made Mike introduce us? And Joe calls me, and at the same time I was sending it, Joe calls me, and I said that to him, he goes, no, it's crazy Mike Lawson, who's all worried that if he gives out your number, you're going to be mad. I'm like, I don't care. So he's like, I have a story to tell you. And first of all, he said, because he does SAT prep for people, he goes, do you realize by telling the pounds and the percentage, I was able to quickly figure out in my head where your starting weights
Yeah.
That's
were?
what I was trying to avoid. I knew
Yeah.
that.
And he's like,
I thought
and I was
of
like,
that.
yeah, whatever. That's why I just said give us pounds, not percentage right now.
Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever, I don't care. What it does is it holds us to say you have to make a difference.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he says this lovely story to me, which I think the rest of you may enjoy. He said he was at McDonald's, and he was which is foreign to me. I don't remember the last time I've been to a McDonald's. It's like some listening to Cocktails and Cream Puffs on my iPad or whatever, or iPod or whatever. He gets up to the register, and the person goes, "This is in Santa Monica." She goes, "You listen to Cocktails and Cream Puffs too?"
No way.
Are you
And
kidding
he's
me?
like, and I laughed, and he said, and then I said, "Yeah, I do a show too called Catch Up," and the guy was like, "No, I never heard of it."
Oh no!
And I said,
that's
"How do
precious.
they not?" We talk about Joe and Mike, and they're one of the shows that is one of my favorite shows. I mean, truly, no
Right.
bullshit. It's one of my favorite podcasts, and
Yes.
I don't push
Joe
anybody's.
Batanz is hilarious.
I don't push anybody's fucking show ever.
Speaking
that
of
show I
fast
push.
food restaurants, did you hear that story this morning about this woman blogger talking about the thing put into Subway rolls?
Yes.
That is actually something that they use for yoga mats.
Well, what is it's
It's-
it's a chemical that's a dough stabilizer for the dough that lasts
It
longer.
makes it more elastic.
Yeah, and that it's used in other, not elastic. It's to stabilize it.
It's to make it more elastic, they said this morning on the news.
Well, it's to stabilize the dough.
Whatever.
Well,
It
that's
doesn't belong in humans' bellies. That's the point.
Well, they've been doing shit like that all the time, but now they're removing it, which I think is very
But
smart.
they pretended that they were going to remove it anyway. They're not. But it's also in McDonald's buns and probably Burger King and
It's a dough
everyone.
stabilizer.
It is garbage that doesn't belong in humans.
Well, I'm just saying.
Come on, more women bloggers, get out there and spread the word.
Do you want to know percentage-wise who's ahead?
Gary,
No.
huh?
Okay.
I am.
Joey is at 2.7%. You've lost 2.7%. Wendy, you have lost 2.5%. and I have lost 2.2%.
Come here,
This is
Wendy. I want you
close.
to lick it.
It's-
And I was looking
That's
at
the best offer I've
I was
had
looking
all
at
week.
tattoo. Well, you know what? I have actually one more cheat day coming up because I'm going out to dinner because
Where are you going?
I'm going to Left Bank next week.
Oh, I love Left Bank.
I do too.
Me too.
So without keeping this boring, I think what we have to do before we go into other real stuff, just to get this out of the... No. Oh, God, no, we have to do it right now.
What's that?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this Supreme Cream.
We got time to do that? It's 10
Real
o'clock.
quick. We're doing it real quick,
Oh my
real quick,
gosh.
real quick, real quick. We are not going to put out the points. We haven't done the point spread yet, but the way this was supposed to work was the 2 lowest points would be up for elimination. But everybody sent in pictures except for one individual.
Oh,
and
no.
since they will have 0 points, I cannot put them against somebody else who did even partial points.
So they're out.
So the person who is eliminated this round is...
Oh, no.
Wendy, do you know?
No.
I don't know either.
Ooh.
Chad. You are not
Aw.
the Supreme Cream.
I hope they're okay.
I hope they're okay too. If
Maybe they heard my what is it, scavenger hunt thing and just said screw that.
Well, they might have.
They were so mad at me. I got death threats.
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
Not death threats, but
It
they were
was like
people
the
were mad
impossible.
at
They
me.
were mad as all get
They were so
out.
mad, and I tried to give hints and everything.
Yeah. Actually, Nessa gave a good hint for Tucson, Arizona. She said there was a 12-mile-an-hour sign at the Indian casino
Yeah, I
or
saw
something.
that. And then I got yelled at by the person who said, geez, I'm mad at you. And I said, well, here's a tip. And they said, don't give tips where other people can see.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking
Private
about?
message.
I will
know.
tell you though that the pictures that I received were phenomenal.
Oh, I bet they were.
Oh God, they were so great. So in the running, still we have Mike.
Chad, even though you got eliminated, remember you are one of the original dingbats.
Dingbats. I love the
And
word
that's
dingbat.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty great. So here's the thing. What I was surprised at, I was surprised that people couldn't like find these things. And
I'd never thought of it until you said it. I never thought
pretty
of where
good,
a
right?
speed... I don't think I've ever seen a speed limit
Did
that's not a
you?
5 or a 0.
I hate to single out a picture because lots of people, like, because there were different things to do and whatnot, but how about that picture from the person down in Australia wearing the fuck $2 shirt between those two?
RT Cruiser.
Oh
Did
my
you see
Oh,
the
that
most
God.
perfect
Yes.
specimen of abs you've
Oh,
ever seen?
you know what? Yeah, that was hot, but there was something about the other guy that was standing right
My
next to him.
God.
Like, that's a dirty man, and I like it.
Yeah, and RT Cruiser, he's our darling.
Yeah, that was a happy man with
Yeah.
fuck $2 and fuck $2 in
What a
Australia.
t-shirt.
That's great.
Okay, so
for him.
the next step to this competition is they have to do a commercial or a jingle.
Oh, you're
Like they
kidding.
did last year. Now, a commercial or jingle could be just as simple as you doing a reading. Hey guys, this is blah 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 from such and such, and we want you to support Cocktails and I will send them
Sure.
basic scripts.
Mhm.
Okay? Or they can do a full production thing like last year TJ did, which was amazing. You don't have to be the voice on it. You can get people to help you. You
Mhm.
can do it as simply on your iPhone, or you can put in production values. Now, the question is, what will they be doing advertisement for?
Flesh Jack?
Well, no. Wendy, will you pick
Ooh.
for... We'll go with our RT Cruiser first.
Oh, okay, so you got
Oh,
different
each
things?
of them are going to do
Yeah.
different
Okay,
things.
do
Oh,
I
that's
close
great.
my eyes?
Just close it. Pick one. Thank
Okay.
you. RT Cruiser will be doing a commercial for
Oh, great. Why'd you start with
Flash
her, dude?
Jack.
Flesh Jack,
Oh,
FJ.
good.
RT Cruiser. Flesh
Sean
Jack.
will be doing a commercial for...
Let me pick here. Sean. Dealer's choice.
So, Sean, you get to pick
Oh.
if you want to do Amazon, FleshJack, Audible.com, or one of our other sponsors that are on our site. You can pick any one of them that you want. Dealer's choice.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Okay, next one goes to Michael.
Michael. Ooh, you know what? I'm not supposed to have favorites. I like them all. Like Michael, good luck.
Oh,
Michael.
Michael is
Amazon.
Ooh,
Amazon.com.
That would be a fun thing to do.
And Garrison, you are picking for Marcus.
Marcus. I'm not supposed to have favorites, but Marcus.
Marcus, my
Good
roly-poly little
Good
friend
luck.
in Arizona.
And what do you have, Gary?
I have
Audible.
Oh, Audible.com.
So
Oh, I
just
love
to
books.
recap, we have Flashjack, which that's kind of cool. They're all possibly different.
Mm-hmm.
We have Flashjack for RT.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Oh, that's
for
perfect.
Sean, dealer's choice, so it's up to him. For Marcus, we have Audible, and for Michael, we have Amazon.
Oh, that's great.
Brilliant.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to.
I'm excited about
I want
that.
I want some fabulous Amazon ones.
Yeah, I'm
so,
excited.
Sean, you can always do Amazon.
Oh,
So,
well.
we'll see. We'll see.
But remember, Sean, Joey doesn't have a vote, so you don't have to please him that way.
I don't have a vote.
Yeah.
I don't have any vote. Oh God, there's so much stuff we didn't fucking get to.
Oh, well, we got another show.
Oh God,
We
we
got another
do.
show.
We do. So yeah, Wendy got fat. We went to the.
She
We gotta-
couldn't get
I did.
that.
I'm absolutely astounded that I gained weight because of all the deprivation.
But
over
let's
the
give.
last
Okay, so
week.
Wendy and I went to my niece's spaghetti dinner, which we do every year, and Wendy every year goes, "I'm going to win a coach purse," and she usually does.
Oh, my
She
God.
puts in the money
Another
to win
coach
these
purse.
coach purse, and she's like so sure. She's like, "I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna win it." They call the number for the coach purse. Next to me, I hear
You want it?
she
I
won
want
again.
another.
Oh, my God.
Every time I go to a fundraiser,
And she's still
with
carrying
Joe,
around that fucking rag of a purse
Oh, I know.
that looks like a homeless person
I
uses it for
have
toilet paper.
I have $1,000 worth of Coach purses.
Yeah, why would you
No,
bring
you
them?
don't.
Why
And
would
I'm
you
too
use them?
afraid to use them
Yeah,
because then
right.
they won't be new anymore.
But but wait a minute, she says that, but the one already has
I'd
a
rather
stain
have
on
the
it.
money.
It
The
has
one
a
has a
stain?
stain on it.
It
that
has
she
a tiny pinprick of
but
a
if
That's
it
stain.
enough.
doesn't matter.
That's
No
enough.
one would see it.
Will you just start carrying that one around and then sell the other ones online?
Yeah, sell them. Yeah.
I would rather have the money and
Yeah,
carry
sell
my
them
ratty
online.
old purse.
Sell
But
them
Wendy-
online.
But you have one that already has a stain on it. You can't sell that one.
No, keep that one.
One of them is a dog carrying one. You know, like
Oh.
those rich old silly bitches in
It's perfect for you.
But you
Beverly
can't.
Hills
Yeah.
have the little bag with
You
the little
can't
dog
sell
in it.
that one. You
It's
can't.
it's a dog Coach purse.
That's
But you
great.
can't sell the one with the stain on it. So why don't you just use it?
Yeah, I suppose.
And we'll put the other one. And we'll put the other one online.
Is it that time already?
Creamy, is there anybody who wants a Coach purse? This purse was originally $400. She's willing to part with it for $250.
Yes.
So if anybody wants a Coach purse, please check it out. Check us out at cocktailsandcreampuffs.com. Listen to us on Q Talk America and Pride48.com. And we'll be back next week live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.
Good
you
night,
come back
Creamland.
now, you bitches.
My Dr. Drew! You want it funky! You make me groovin'! You got to make me funky! Dr. Funk! Dr. Funk! Dr. Funk! Il soigne l'impuissance et la calvitie. Il fait revenir ta femme avant qu'elle soit partie. Non, non. Il connaît les astres et les signes cabalistiques. Il connaît même les réponses du trivial poursuite. Hey, le grand médium au don surnaturel. Hey, le maître des forces spirituelles. Hey, celui qui croit en moi, qui voit l'au-delà. Hey, mon maître, mon maître, mon maître. Dr. Funk. Dr. Funk. Yeah. Dr. Funk. Il lit les présages et les signes prémonitoires. Il connaît même les secrets de la magie noire. Il lit dans les entrailles et les barres de café. Il lit ton avenir payable en 3 fois sans frais. Hey, le grand médium au don surnaturel. Hey, le maître des forces spirituelles. Hey, celui qui croit en moi, qui voit l'au-delà. Hey, le maître, mon maître, mon est Dr. Funk. Oui, et moi, Dr. Funk. Dr. Funk soulage moi, quel qu'en soit le prix. Yeah. Dr. Funk. You got Dr. Funk. Dr. Funk. Leave the nest and make your own. Suitable
Chaos
for yours
left at
to
some point, so I'm just going to shut that.
Pass on your genes and share your name.
Yeah, that was Cocktails and Cream Puffs.
And
They're
they'll
one of the
leave
main...
and do the same.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say they're one of the main shows.
You
They are one of the oldest shows. Greens from Nowhere is coming up soon, and they are one of my favorite shows ever. I worked with, it's Christina and Nicole, and I worked with them both in theater when I lived out their way, so I'm just really happy that they did something because they are two very good friends. They are really fun to listen to talk, so... But yeah, Cocktails and Cream Puffs is a fun little show, and they're on every Monday. So
sometimes it falls apart, but don't you write that notion in your heart? It's not your fault. Do as I say, not as
I have a feeling, Dingo, that I'm gonna get my butt kicked again pretty soon. Oh, sooner than I thought, I guess. Yeah, I've been very lucky this game. I've gotten a lot of crew members. I've got the Angie over here on standby for repair. This guy's just in case I run into that telepathic planet. Come on, dude. Put out the fire. We do not need to lose weapons right now. We're doing pretty good, actually. There we go. You, sir, can go down here for a minute.
I'm not sinner, I'm not saint, and not healer for all you bring.
Somehow I still did it.
I am the one you see, the moment that
You
you
go there.
away. I'm the one you blame when your voice is not coming. I
Come on,
am the
dude.
sinner.
The shield's going. There we go. And I am at the last stand.
Can you see me now?
No matter how many crew members I have, this is just not a good crew for that main ship.
Can you find the blood?
Ooh. Or really any. I don't have anything that'll pierce these shields.
I'm not healer for all you bring. I'm in
What?
the middle
No
of
way, come on.
that you pay. I'm the one who turns the page when you're making love
whiffing. I'm not hitting anything. Oh, their shields are down. Whew. One time I beat this guy because I had that fire beam and the teleport, so I could just wreck it. Yeah. See, you really need a teleport for this game to win this game, and I do not have one. I've never been able to afford one. So. Yeah, this is, again, this is Pride 48 Network. When they're not broadcasting shows, they have a stream that they are always playing. So, I may end up playing this in the background, because this is all what they call podcast safe music. Let's get this little dude healed up. He's in desperate need of healing.
Once I had this dream that I was standing in Osaka. There was a geisha and a refugee. Deep down in her pocket there was a tarnished silver locket, and the picture frame had always been empty. She takes that refugee to town and keeps her eyes down on the ground as if she's waiting for the earth to open up and pull the geisha and that man into the cauldrons of Japan, beneath the streets that only serve to keep the gravity at bay. She talks, I sleep walking. I did not hear a thing. Oh, I did not hear a thing. Oh. Once I had this dream. There were two star-crossed teenage lovers trying to keep their secrets safe from everyone.
I'm gonna run on missiles before I get through that shield. I may actually take out a couple of their crew, though. Yes, there go two of their crew. Nice. Oh, I'm not... Oh, damn it. I thought I was actually aiming for the shield.
It was the last game of the season, and they were shaking, they were freezing. There was nothing but their
I was hitting the weapons. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, but I'm going to take them out anyway, so cool.
She talks, I sleep walking on. I did not hear
I desperately need, oh, it's not whether it's clean or not, it's whether you can get in trouble for broadcasting it. Some people don't like their music being broadcast.
So why am I asleep?
That's about all I can do is put up another shield.
So why am I
That thing is way the heck up there.
Once I had this dream that I could see inside your mind, and all the mysteries unraveled like a thread. Once I had this dream that I could see inside my own mind, past the island walls inside my head. And it all was making sense as I let go of my defenses, and I saw the world for what it really was. And I opened up my eyes to see the end of the disguise, but I was blind before I even saw a thing. She
not have this many missiles. I may actually get killed on this one. I lost one of my repair units. Oh damn, and he's got another one. Yeah, I really should be dead on this one. Yeah. I am so doomed. Let's get this over with. Where'd my missile go? Oh, come on, kill me already! Or no ways to, why can I just not say fine, screw it, you win? That's the one thing I do not like about this game. I know I'm beaten. Oh, now I have no more missiles left. I know I'm beaten and I can't just quit. That is such a big... That sucks. That really does. You know what? Yes, there is a way I could quit. Yeah, I'm gonna quit the game. I'm gonna try something else. What to play? It's 9:22. What we got in Steam? Got Don't Starve. Magic Up. I need to change a couple of things for that. Let's play some Team Fortress. What? Dude, what? Hey, where'd my screen go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I need to take him off because he's no longer around. So there we go. Do I have... Let's... let's see. Remove and aim Team Fortress.
Hi, we're Flat 29, and we love listening to Pride 48. Rich, why is that? And can you tell us using the analogy of a sandwich?
Cheese, ham, bread,
face. That's not an analogy. You're just describing a sandwich.
Yeah, but I like to eat a cheese and ham sandwich while I listen to the show.
And so might you. That's all. Thanks. Bye.
I always play offline practice.
Why do you hate the word today? Place where I don't want to stay. Any
Let's try
second
normal.
longer, I want to leave as soon as I can. Is there anybody else who thinks about that like I do? Somebody who does share my sorrows and all my visions too. And all my visions too. It's the banshee coming around. It's the banshee making that sound. Banshee chasing after you. Banshee said nothing to do.
Yes, or shy?
Then bargain with its daily visits, whispering something in your ear. Come with me and join the trip, which everybody seems to feel.
Where are they? They should be on here any second now. No, 10 p.m. they'll be on. Okay, so we've got about a half hour yet. But that's fine. This is good music. I certainly don't mind it.
How can you feign you were glad of this guy?
Oh, your song? Sure. Let's see if I can pull it up here. We'll pause. Yeah, there we go. I already know I'm gonna like part of this list because you've got Lindsay Sterling, and I'm a huge fan of Lindsay Sterling. I can't get enough of her. My apologies, I can't check the chat room now because I cannot, once this game enters, I cannot move the mouse. Haha, got him. Health. Oh no, I don't need health really. Whoa, oh no you don't. Come on, dudes. I need ammo. Ammo. they took it. Oh, nuts. Oh, I didn't see them there. A spy around here. Oh, I'm actually not able to be killed now. Where is he? Whoa! That hurt. they got it. No, they don't. Okay, run. Run. We need to stand on that point. This is the first song I think I ever heard by Lindsay. They got it. Nuts. How'd I do? Not too bad. I can and have listened to that over and over. It's just that pretty a song. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. See how long we can keep them at bay with this thing. Usually a lot longer than I probably should be able to. Say, Schleifer, have you heard the latest from Lindsay Sterling? She just put out a new music video a couple of days ago. Oh, no, damn it, I saw him too. Minutes and then GFN will be on. Actually take this one. No, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't. This sounds like Star Trek, in a way. Songs are in this. Oh, now it's just playing random. Okay, I'm gonna play something. Let me see if I can find it. We'll play this. This is the newest Lindsay Sterling song. Spy got jacked up. He's way over there. He was coming for over here, but he didn't make it. You jackass! How'd you... You asshole! Stop this game. There's gotta be a game I can play. We'll listen to this and then I'll find a game. Okay, I'm gonna reboot Pride 48 because the show's almost ready. And let's see, what do I have preloaded here? Oh, dang. I was going to go in Second Life for a little bit, but nobody's really around. I think I will, actually, though. I think what I'm going to do is I am just going to show me now for, I don't know, probably the rest of this, because Second Life is not worth watching. I can't lie. The way I play it, it's not worth watching. Is it too dark? I can turn on a light, and I'm probably going to get up in a minute here anyway, so I might just turn on a light anyway. It's unnaturally dark tonight. Okay, it's fine. That's good. So, unless y'all want to watch me sit on a bench in Second Life like I'm sitting in my chair. I don't have the most active Second Life, shall we say. Oh yeah, now I'm getting lit up by the monitor actually kind of good, so that's good. You're kind of lit by your monitor. Yeah, I'm going to get up and get some applesauce and do a couple of things. But I'll turn on another light so it's not quite as dark. But oh, got quite a few people over here. I wonder what's going on. Let's go see what's going on. So, yeah, I've got a couple of minutes before So I'm going to put up Second Life so you have something to look at. Oh, that looks like I got to remove it. I'll let you look at Spider for a little bit. And I'll turn off my mic and do a couple of things and I'll be right back.
besides, it's only like a minute. Hello, everyone. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Pre-show chatter.
Pre-show chatter.
A whole minute of pre-show chatter.
Woo! Because we're fancy.
You early people are special.
Ooh, we love you guys.
Actually, they're probably all the people we're gonna get.
Who cares?
But
They're the best
gorgeous,
people.
I know. Oh, Chicago snow. Ooh.
Chicago is like frigid. Chicago is a frigid bitch right now, from what I understand.
Yeah. We're cold here, but we only have like a... Oh, excuse me. That was my computer. We only have like a foot of snow, so it's not bad.
Everyone's going to hear what we hear before the show starts. Okay, my clock says 8 o'clock, so that means I need to do this.
Small town quirks and coolness, yeah. We're sending you a warm greetings from nowhere.
Two best friends with a lot to say about small town life in the USA. Christina and Nicole have got gossip to share, and they're sending every one of you greetings from nowhere. Greetings from nowhere.
And I just realized we didn't figure out what number this was, so whose turn was it to say hello?
Christina, so it's you.
Welcome to Greetings from Nowhere. I'm Christina.
And I'm Nicole. Huzzah! Well done.
Oh, we are a train wreck from second number 1.
That is funny because the music started playing. I'm like, oh, I can't tell her that it's an even-numbered podcast.
No. And as the music was playing, I went, oh, fuck, whose turn is it to say hello?
Hello to the chat room.
Hello,
this is
chat
our
room.
live show.
We've been saying hi to everyone, but really quickly, we should say hello to Mags, who is, of course, our friend Matt. Hello to the Good Humor Penguin. Hello to It's All About Me, which I'm going to assume is both Mark and Ed. Hello, boys. Hello to our darling friend in real life, Miss Kazaya.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to skip over us. Hello to Pleased to Meet You, Christian. Hello, Christian. And then hello to Tom G. Yay!
That is awesome. That's an awesome group of people.
It is a really awesome group of people.
I still can't make Dante give me a Kahlua and cream. It's driving me a little crazy.
Honey,
I can't figure it out. So.
As much as I try to type martini, a hand does not come out of the screen and give you one. So it's a useless endeavor.
It really should, I mean... It's just a tease.
Where is my replicator? When can I just yell to the wall, tea, Earl Grey, hot, and it will just give me a drink? That's what I want. Where is my replicator, damn it?
That would be awesome. Oh my
about
lord.
To cough. You're going to need to fill.
Okay. Oh, poor thing. I'm so sorry.
I'm dying.
Let's see. I'm looking at the agenda. Well, the thing on top is kind of a scary, horrifying thing that happened to me last week.
I think we should get that. Yeah.
Should I
let's
go?
just get that. Let's get the serious stuff taken care of first.
I always preface this to everyone I tell with, my dad is fine.
Yes, this is how we start this story. Her father is fine.
My dad is fine. But Tuesday, he and my stepmom were on their way to the golf course. And he had chest pain, and at first he was like, oh, it's probably just indigestion, but then he broke into a sweat, and he's like, we need to turn around this minute and get to the hospital. So I love that my dad is like, no pussyfooting around with that kind of thing. And he was having a heart attack. He did have a heart attack. A couple of the arteries that get clogged?
Yes. They get blocked.
Back in '98, he had some stents put in to his arteries, and that's thank you, Mark and Ed. They just said in the chat that they have good thoughts for Dad, and he's doing really good. They put a new stent in, and they're going to have to put another one in about a week and a half. I spoke to him the second night when he got home. He went home the next day, so that was like awesome.
Okay.
And I spoke with him about 3 times between then and now, and
he sounds so good right now. It was a relief. 'Cause the second night he was sounding a little depressed and, not happy, which anytime you have a bout with your mortality.
It's never a good day.
No.
No. That's kind of a
So-
crap day for that person. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really nice to talk with him on, I think it was Saturday. It was the last time I spoke with him. I need to give him another call. And he's doing really well. He sounds like his old self, real
Good.
chipper. And yeah, so that makes me happy. But yeah, that was kind of a scary thing that happened this week.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. And I'm going to keep tabs on that boy. 'Cause
That's
you only
good.
get one daddy.
No, that's true. That's true.
So,
Well, I'm glad he's okay.
thank you.
I'm sorry for that scare because I know. You see, your dad lives down here in
Yeah.
California, and you're up there. And when my dad had his it was a very minor heart attack a few years back. It was when I was still up in Washington, and that's a scary
Yeah.
thought of, oh God, I won't. What if I don't get to see him
Right.
again?
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
it's always like,
Yeah.
it kind of makes me think, because there is that physical distance,
right.
that it's like every time I talk with him, I want to just really savor that moment.
Right.
Because I think he's 78, so he's going to
Oh,
be
wow,
up
he's
into
up
his
there.
80s pretty soon. Yeah, and kind of, my mom is super healthy, but I feel the same way. It's like, they reach that last quarter of life in general, and you're just like, wow, I really need to make it count, and just really enjoy them.
Along those lines, it's part of the reason why Bob and I are going out of town this upcoming weekend. And while everyone's like, "Oh, sweet romantic Valentine's Day trip," no, we're going to visit Bob's parents. And we're going because his parents live all by themselves on the family property in Susanville, which is miles away. I mean, the nearest child is 80 miles away.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
so Bob was like, his dad's been having some trouble moving around. His hip's been bothering him, and Bob's like, I want to see him. I want to get some time with them again. So I was like, we're going then. So, and this just happened to be a weekend where he didn't have a swim meet, and we were able to get some extra days off to make it a longer weekend. So,
Right.
so yeah, I'm with you 100%. It's like they get over 75 and you start going, which is sad because you think you treasure every moment before then, but before then, you don't really think of the fact that they've only got maybe another 25, 30 years. Well,
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
don't think
Maybe
of
not
that,
even that
yeah.
much, but you don't think about that until they're over 75, and then you're just like, holy shit, there's not enough time left,
Yeah.
So.
And you can only give so much of your time to that, because the reality
Right.
is anything could happen.
Absolutely true.
And it's like, but you can't live that way. You can't constantly live in fear of, I'm going to get hit by a bus.
No.
You just have
No.
to live
You'd
your
never
life.
do
and-
anything if that was the case.
Yeah.
You'd hide in your house.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah. So
Where there's black widow spiders, so it's not good.
Tom, who graduated from the area around Susanville, which is beautiful, but it is not exactly a huge town. But it's gorgeous. It's in the Sierra Nevadas, and it's up near Lake Almanor. But yeah, Bob's family has property up there. Bob's father grew up there, and there's a family house that was built in 18. I want to say sometime
Wow,
in the
that's vintage.
1880s or 1890s.
Wow.
And it was built by his ancestors.
Mhm.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So what's funny is when his parents moved up there a couple years ago, his oldest sister and her husband moved up there temporarily to help them remodel the house because they've done it before. And when they were remodeling the kitchen, they pulled the old stove out, which had been there since... It was a stove that had been in that place since the 70s. And it's in the same place that the stove that was before there, that was put in there in the 30s, was in there.
Wow.
But anyways, they actually took a bit of the wall down behind the stove just to kind of open up the space of the kitchen and not make it so small. And when they pulled this section of wall off, on the back side of the boards that made up the wall, all the men who built the house signed it. So they kept it, and they had it shellacked and framed. And so there's actually a list of the names of the Hill men who built the house, written on the backside of this piece of wall that they took down in the kitchen. And
That's
so
beautiful.
It's really beautiful, and it has like Bob's great grandfather's name on there and everything. But the thing I zeroed in on, because I just had to, is there is the name Cletus Hill on that list. And he showed it to me, and I just looked at him and I went, "You have an ancestor named Cletus."
Cletus.
And I just started laughing. So, yeah, so history is a beautiful thing.
Oh my lord, that's funny.
Oh
You're
my
naughty.
Well, I
You
mean,
have an ancestor named Cletus.
I have a cousin, not even an ancestor. I can't even get away with saying it's an ancestor. I have a cousin named Billy Joe Bob. That is his full name, Billy Joe Bob Walls.
Nice.
Please, and he lives in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. So, I mean, I am not the one to make fun, you know?
Wow, that's actually an awesome name. It's from the Greek, and it means glory.
Cletus?
Yes.
Of course it does. Of course it would have some wonderful meaning.
One of Alexander the Great's generals. General Cletus.
Okay. As
Okay,
my
we're done.
friend...
Sorry,
No.
tangent.
As my friend, you have to promise to never, ever share that with Bob, ever, because he will never...
Because we needed to stay Cletus with a southern accent.
He's
Is that what
already
we're
all
saying?
excited. He's already all excited because, I need to go off agenda for a minute and talk about something.
Have we even been on agenda except
Not
for my
really.
dad?
Not really. Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay. Bob's already been all puffed up with pride because he won the grand prize from the It's All About Me Founders
Did
Day.
he now?
He did. He was first runner-up, but then the grand prize winner didn't call in time, and Bob did call in, and so he got a notification that he won, and he was, you have no idea how proud he was.
Oh my goodness.
However, I was listening to last week's DI Plus, and Daniel Brewer took exception to the fact that and he has a point, but he's wrong. But in his words, he feels that Bob cheated.
Bob didn't cheat. He was second runner-up.
No, Bob does. We know that Bob doesn't listen to podcasts. Bob's very honest about the fact that he doesn't listen to this one, and I fuck him. And he doesn't listen to my podcast.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Nicole.
No,
but the
it's
thing
funny.
is he doesn't even listen to ours, and I'm his wife, and you're one of his dearest friends, and he doesn't even listen to us. And he's been very, very honest about the fact that he doesn't listen to podcasts. And
Right.
however, I called him as soon as I heard the It's All About Me, and I said, "Hey, you won a prize, so, it's not like he doesn't have their phone number. He had their phone. I just had to tell him, hey, you have to call." I'm not the only one who notified him he was a winner. Other listeners were texting me. Does Bob know that he won? First runner-up? Yes, he does. And so Bob got a tip instead of listening to the episode himself. Now, I will say this. This is something I do have to make very... this was not mentioned on the most recent It's All About Me, because they had a whole lot of other things to talk about. So, Mark and Ed, I hope it's okay that I'm talking about it here. But when Bob was notified that he had won the $100 gift certificate to anywhere he wanted, he also felt that because he's not a regular listener, that it would not be right for him to take the prize money in the form of a gift card. So he asked Mark and Ed if they would be willing to donate that money to the 9 Lives Foundation, which is the no-kill animal shelter that we adopted all of our cats from in memory of Danger Mouse.
Oh.
So that is what happened to the grand prize money. It's not being spent on Amazon. It was donated to help a no-kill cat shelter here in the Bay Area, where we adopted every single one of our pets has come from there. and they were kind enough to do the donation at Bob's request in memory of our boy Danger Mouse, who passed away 2 years ago.
That's pretty precious.
So, because he felt that one, it wasn't right for him to take the money. The money should be used for something positive, but not for him to have fun with, because he did agree with Daniel, and he doesn't listen to DI Plus either, so he doesn't even know Daniel said anything about him. But, hi Beckett! It's the History Chicks, who have a new episode! I'm so excited! Anyway,
oh, sweet.
And so, so yeah, he wanted the money to go to somewhere good. So that's what happened, if anyone was wondering. That's what happened to the grand prize.
That's awesome.
And Miss Beckett is saying hello to you, too.
Hello, Miss Beckett.
The History
That's
Chicks.
So fun.
Who I'm going to just scold Miss Beckett because you are entirely too slow with your episodes. I love you, and I love all the work that you and your cohort put into it, so I know why there's so much space between episodes. It still doesn't stop me from fiending for episodes.
You know, that's what happens when you're awesome.
Well, oh my God, I can't wait to listen to the new. I saw the new one download, and I squealed. I was so happy. Anyways,
So
I'm
cool.
still waiting for the download for Pleased to Meet You. Christian.
He mentioned earlier that he's got a solo one coming up.
They're starting to come back, but this whole idea of we're taking a hiatus. I mean, now Cocktails and Cream Puffs do it every season, so I'm used to that. And I know that Foul Monkeys always did it over Christmas, although Foul Monkeys, I don't even know when that's coming back. And we even take a little hiatus, a little 2-weeker over Christmas. And so that I have no problem with. But this bullshit of we're not going to come back till February, this is a bunch of bullshit. That's all I have to say. The list in my phone is decidedly empty. That is very upsetting.
Oh my God.
Okay, now we have to get back to the agenda, or else I'm just going to rant about podcasts forever.
Did you download the voicemail?
I did. Would we like to play our voicemail?
Sure.
Okay, here it is.
Hi guys, it's Megan. I just wanted to say that Christina talked about Firefly, and I've started it, but I can't get into it. So at what point does it quit? Because I keep waiting for it to switch for me, and it just...
Okay, what you guys can't see, but I can because I have the camera into Nicole's house, is Nicole's head exploding into space. And Megan, the answer is this. Firefly is one of those shows that people either love it right away or they just don't like it. If you don't like it after the first episode, you're never really going to like it.
Yeah, you should be hooked on the first episode, and if you're working your way through it, then
no. If you're not completely like, I want to see the next one, by the time the first one is over, then it's not your thing. It's never going to grow on you, and you should just let it be. Don't do this to yourself.
What she says is so cute.
It's very sweet, though, that you're trying. And
she's putting in the effort, man.
But Firefly is what Firefly is from minute one. There is no kick in. It doesn't... It kicks in from minute one. That's just the way it is. We have more voicemail.
Doesn't quite do it. So I'm like, when does it finally kick in? Like, really?
It just doesn't, honey.
So that's my question for that.
I appreciate you trying.
I was going to mention that I know Christina's a big Leverage fan.
Yes.
And Dean Devlin said recently that if they were going to do a Leverage movie, it was dependent on how well Leverage did on Hulu or Netflix, because that would somehow depend.
The giggling is because Nicole can see my face, and it's very expressive. Here's the deal, Megan. I'm a huge Leverage fan. I have made no secret of the fact that I love the TV show Leverage, and I was very, very upset when it didn't get renewed after the 5th season. I own all 5 seasons on Amazon Video on Demand, and I'm still rewatching the entire series from season 1, episode 1 on Netflix now that it's all available. But the format and setup of the storylines for Leverage really don't lend to a movie. I honestly don't think there should be a Leverage movie. So, I'm going to be totally okay if they don't make a movie. Because honestly, I can't see any storyline for them going 2 hours. Back to the voicemail.
It would be dependent on whether the movie company would pick up Leverage. Also, I love that you get really fangirly about Firefly, because I'm the same way about Friday Night Lights. Like, I get really, really mad if someone says it's not any good, or that they don't understand it, or it's my show, and I get very, very protective and possessive of it. So I get you on that with the Firefly thing. And if you have not seen Friday Night Lights, give it a try. It's really, really good. Alright, bye.
Well, bye, Miss Megan.
Does she get any cuter?
She's adorable.
I love it.
She's very
She's
adorable.
so cute. When does Firefly start getting good? I'm like, uh-oh.
I know.
She needs to stop
Well,
watching it
and
now.
here's the thing. Megan,
No, we said it. It's
No,
true.
I know, but there's something else I need to say, and
Okay.
Okay. I am not trying to be the shit stirrer, so please understand that that's not what I'm going for. But in the interest of being completely honest, because her and we message on Facebook, and I've always been very honest with her. I have tried to watch Friday Night Lights.
Here we go.
I didn't like it. But that is because my taste is obviously different from some people's, and that's okay. And you know what? You don't like Firefly, and that's okay, because it just didn't grab you. And for me, Friday Night Lights just didn't grab me. And I'm getting gasps in the chat room. Okay, look, it's sappy football TV. I'm so sorry, Megan.
If about football, it probably wouldn't grab me either.
I'm so sorry, Megan. No, you know what? The football part of it wasn't. No, you know what? I don't want to hurt Megan's feelings,
You don't have
because
to fix
I
it.
adore her, and I love the fact that she can be so honest, and I think it's wonderful. Friday Night Lights was very sappy. It was way too Seventh Heaven for me. It was way too family pseudo drama, and I just couldn't deal with it. But that is because my tastes run different. It doesn't mean it's better or worse. It just means it's different. So, and I'm cool if you don't like Firefly. I mean, I'm still doing the screaming fangirl in my head, but it's your, you don't have to like it just because I like it. The world doesn't work that way. So
No, and I mean, there's only so much TV you can watch. There's so many good shows people have recommended to me, and I just haven't got to them because I really don't want to come home and every night just watch TV.
No, that's true.
That's fun,
well,
but I could do it.
Speaking of TV, I'm 2 weeks behind on Sherlock, which means I haven't watched the very end of Sherlock. Well, no, I think I'm 1 week behind because I just saw the episode with the wedding. Are you up to date on Sherlock?
I have one more episode to watch for the season.
So you saw the one with the wedding toast?
Yes.
That's the one I just watched.
Yes.
My coworkers are totally into. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat room. The raging
Sherlock is
debate
great.
about Firefly versus Friday Night Lights is going on. No, so I love Sherlock. I adore the TV show Sherlock, but
That's
I'm
great.
behind because I get home and some days I just want to crack open a book.
Yeah.
Hello, crayons in your umbrella. I cannot. I know how to say your name really, but I always hear Auntie Vera say crayons in your umbrella. Karani umbra. Anyways, I'm behind, and every morning they walk up to my desk. Have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? Have you watched? And I keep having to go, no. How can you sit on it for so? Well, I have other things to do. Sometimes I just want to read a book. Why are you being mean to me?
Leave me alone. Stop being mean to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. Last night I was finally enough towards the end of Dr. Sleep. It's Stephen King's latest book.
Yes.
That I just sat there reading because it just starts barreling towards the end and you're just like, I can't stop this.
Yeah.
this is not going to stop until I get to the end. So yeah, no TV tonight.
I'm also behind on Downton Abbey, and I have not watched the new season premiere of Walking Dead, which was on last night.
Well, that just got on last night. I have
Everything
not
is-
watched any of the new season of Downton Abbey, so
Okay.
I'm totally behind on that.
Well, you might want to grab a TV day and catch up, because I have been fielding Twitter messages from our dear friend, and we're trying to schedule a
are we
Downton
gonna do a
Abbey
Downton Abbey
with Tim, and he's going to be in Vegas this week. But when he gets back next weekend, he wants to record a Downton Abbey cast. So we need to. I need to catch up.
I'll put it on my list.
And I have watched quite a bit of this season of Downton Abbey. I'm like 2 weeks behind or something. Yeah, Beckett, I'm with you. By the time I get home, it's like, if I'm lucky, I'll get an hour or two in, and then it's... But I have so many other things to do.
Yeah.
So yes, so we will be sometime within the next week to week and a half, we will be recording a Downton Abbey cast with Tim, which I think, I'll let you know. We'll figure it out. But we need to catch up. He's already watched
I don't even
the
know
whole
how many
season.
episodes are out.
He's already watched the whole season.
The whole season's out?
Well, no.
Season 4?
No. But I think the whole season 4 is out in the UK. So if you have access to down
person.
if you so
wait, what did I say that Beckett's dying?
That you're behind, I think, that you haven't watched any of Downton Abbey this season?
Yeah, no.
Ah!
I have the season on
okay.
Amazon.
Mark and Ed just said you can buy the entire season on iTunes. What do you want to bet the whole season is available on Amazon? You just have to pick it up, and you could probably watch all the episodes.
I totally already downloaded the TV Pass for it, so...
Okay. So there's a very real possibility you have all of them. And then DeAndre. Hello, DeAndre. As I just watch everyone come into the chat room. Oh my God. Sidetracked. No way!
What? What happened?
DeAndre just said he's a first-time listener.
Hey!
Hey, DeAndre. How are you, baby? I hear very nice things about you from the It's All About Me kids. Alrighty. So.
Okay, I'm checking to see if I have the whole season. Then I'm going to go, yeah.
Okay. If you have the whole season, I'm going to be pissed off because I have to wait for PBS to actually put them out.
Well, it looks like I have 9 episodes. Was it more than 9 episodes? I don't know. The computer's wigging out.
No.
I have 9 episodes.
I think it's 9 total.
Oh, well then I have the whole season.
Son of a bitch. All right. We'll get to watching.
I guess so.
Because Tim's going to need us to have something to talk about. All right. How about you fill the kiddos in on the update about your workstation? Because we had the talk about you losing a night's sleep over how to convince your boss, and him being like, okay.
That's right. We talked about that. Well, so our whole floor is kind of in disarray because the other half of the floor, the other department on our floor, is completely revamping their whole thing.
Of course they are.
So in the midst of that, I put in a request to facilities, since I had the okay, to move to a new workstation, which would require some configuration.
Right.
You know, and I put in there, hey, I'm not trying to butt in on everything you're doing, but if it would be easier for you to be doing this while you're doing all of that,
right?
Here's another task for you. I'm cute that way. And they were awesome. They totally said, we'll keep you in the loop. We'll work it in when we can. And so they reconfigured it. So I've got my up and down workstation and in the new spot. And it's wonderful. It's so calm and quiet. And
you're not right out front at the receptionist
desk? 3 cube walls around me. I'm nowhere near the front.
Nice.
It's super cute because what's really nice about it is I'm right in the middle of all my people. You know, whereas before I was way off, apart from them, kind of.
And that's actually better. That's actually better because then you're right there.
Right. And it's super great. And my boss is literally 1 cube away from me. His office is right there.
Okay, that can be a problem.
It's super more convenient for him. And it's just, this is going to sound so dumb, but it's nice to have somewhere to hang my calendar. Like,
yes.
I haven't had that forever. You know, I'm like hanging it on the walls where everybody walks by, like 6 feet away from my space because I don't have walls.
You know that I am now.
Nodding because you don't have walls.
I don't have walls. But because
I'm
you
so
do.
sorry.
No. Because you do, I am now totally tempted to make you a 12-month calendar that's all big fatty pictures.
Yeah, we have to remember what I'm allowed to put up in my workstation.
Big Fatty is adorable, and he is perfectly safe for work in picture format.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
So
That'll be
it's
so
just
fun.
been super great. And it's funny because the people in my group will walk by and they're like, oh my god, Nicole, you're right here. We love it. And 2 different groups were trying to claim me because the cubicles are set up in what we call pods.
Right.
And they're really right next to each other, but pods kind of face into each other. So each quote pod is like a group.
Yeah.
And the guys on the other side of my wall are like, hey, have they claimed you yet? And I'm like, I don't know what we're talking about. And he said, okay, you're part of our group. And I'm like, okay.
I was nervous for a minute because you were like, hey, have they claimed you yet? I was like, what were they going to do? Whip it out and pee on your leg? Like to make you a part of their territory? Because... And then you were like, okay, you're part of our group. And it's like, yay, team? Like, what the fuck are you supposed to say to that?
That's pretty much what I was like, okay. I kind of support the whole group, but whatever.
We have some new people who stopped in, so I just want to say a big hello to Schifer, who I'm not sure I know who that is. And to Timmy Sims. Hello, Timmy Sims. And also to Melissa the Confused.
Yay!
Whose dog Sumo is becoming like one of my favorite things to see on Instagram and Facebook now.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
So yeah, new workstation is awesome, and the best part is the previous workstation no longer exists. Like,
did they just demolish it?
Well, what happened was I talked with both of the directors on the floor, my director, whom I report to, and the director of the other group. And I said, that workstation is now useless. It has like a counter and it looks like a receptionist area. I said, why don't we turn it into a guest workstation? So when people are at the building for meetings, our big conference room is right next to it. People can come out, they can check their email, they can sit down and make phone calls. Let's turn it into a space that's actually useful.
That's a good idea.
And both of them were like, yeah, go for it. So the workstation that I hated no longer even exists.
Look at you just destroying everything that doesn't please you.
I was like,
evil genius Nicole.
Awesome. I have powers of persuasion.
You're going to very sweetly walk up to the facilities guys. Hi, I don't want to make more work for you, but destroy that monstrosity! You're like the evil queen in a Disney movie.
That is so perfect. That is exactly what was going on in my head, at least. So it's kind of awesome, and everybody's been really supportive of it. And I'm like, this feels lovely.
I forgot to say a hello to Bert. Hello, Bert, who's also in the chat room. I don't want to miss anybody. I feel bad.
Hello. That's fun. So,
seriously.
Yes, thank you for voicing what went on in my head.
Of course. That's part of what I do.
I think.
What?
We're at halftime. I think we should do our Minion application.
We have a new Minion. Well, we will be as soon as we get done reading this.
Hey, we have to read the application before that is made real.
Nicole will now read the Minion application.
Well, and what's funny, this is the first Minion application we've ever got in the mail.
I know! How awesome is that?
Box. So are you ready to see from whom it is from?
I am ready. Okay, Joe Batance. Oh wait. Oh, you were holding things up to the. You were holding. No, it's not. You were holding something up to the camera. I thought you were totally trying to play it out. No way!
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys! Wait!
Joe Patan. So what was I thinking?
Attention, chat room. We have just received the Minion application. The Minion application that Nicole is holding in her hand is from Kathy Bacon, bitches. That's right.
This is so super cute. So she wrote on the back, GFN girls, I've been meaning to do this long before Vegas. I hope that doesn't void my application. Love, Kathy Bacon.
Not at all.
There's applications don't get voided.
Never.
Ever.
By the way, because the question is in the chat room, if you go to visitnowhere.com, there is a page on our website labeled Minion Army, and at the top of that page is a PDF application for Minionhood that you can download and fill out. You don't have to use that application. You can just send us an email. But if you want to use the official application, you can. We don't require the official application, though.
Yeah. And if you want to just send an email, all you have to do is tell us your qualifications for being part of our Minion Army in the case of a zombie apocalypse.
Yes, pretty much an email that states what your skills are that will help us during the zombie apocalypse. And, flattery will get you very far. Is all that's needed.
I have to show you some of the things that are written on here because I don't understand them, and I thought maybe you would.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold this up to the camera. It's a comment she put on here.
BFO 1561, comment number 3. She's leaving us secret messages. We have to go to the BFO.
Oh,
we have to go to the
okay.
BFO webpage.
We'll
I will do
figure
that while
out
you
later.
read.
And, okay, so here's the application, folks. Other names you are known by, you don't want to know. She gave her birth date, which I'm not going to read over this, but let us say she is younger than me.
And she is over the age of 18, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, she checked that she is less than 18 years of age, but her date of birth gives the lie to that.
Okay.
And she says, no, she has not been convicted of a violent crime. Her transferable skills. Are you ready?
Yes.
Babble. Make phone calls. Leave messages. Hold contests. Gift prizes. Round up callers. Beg people for favors. Spam voicemail boxes. Cook chicken with moose pea breading. Reheat food like no other. Meticulous on the dust rag. And consume bacon.
Oh.
She has many skills.
By the way, Big Fatty, episode 1561, comment number 3 is in all caps. Where is my greetings from nowhere link? Apparently, we were not listed as a link on the Fat Favorites podcast page. And thanks to Bacon, we now are.
Oh my goodness.
The bacon
She's
can work
awesome.
miracles.
She's amazing.
Okay, so, give us more.
Okay, life and death experiences. Describe a situation where you've survived or brushed with death. I went through a fence on a snowmobile. I was the driver with 2 passengers. They bailed when they saw the fence. Chickens. We were 14, 13, and 12.
Oh, wow.
And she says, explain a time when you were facing the undead. I'm married with 3 kids. Need I say more?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well then, let me tell you about my mama, one of 18.
Holy shitballs.
Holy crap.
That's not a family, that's a baseball team.
Holy cow. Okay. Have you ever found yourself in a metropolitan or suburban area during a disaster, and how did you survive? And preparing food. What did you prepare and how did it taste? Land, rain, grass, worms, yum yum. So, okay. Her other post-apocalyptic talents, she says, which of the following items are effective instruments in defending yourself in close quarter combat with the undead? The only one she circled is one she wrote down, and that is self.
Okay.
I like the confidence.
I'd like the confidence too.
That's a win in my book.
Yeah.
Let's see. Short answers. As a member of a ragtag band of post-apocalyptic survivors, that is hard to say. Certain qualities will determine whether you're an essential member of the group. What topics are you knowledgeable in that will keep us interested enough to keep you around? Government waste, fraud, and abuse from a victim's point of view.
I like her. I like her so much.
I like her too.
Seriously.
And she said, and the question of once the apocalypse has come to pass, we're going to be bored. How do you entertain us? And she says, my close friends think I could do comedy. I believe them. And then we've gotten this answer before. Star Trek or Star Wars?
I know. This is the end-all be-all question.
Doctor Who.
Win!
I know.
We really need to add some more to this one because it's not about the war between Star Trek and Star Wars anymore. I'm going to ask Michael for an update because really it's now like Sherlock Doctor Who.
God, there's a lot of, yeah. Holy cow. So what do you think?
It's Kathy Bacon. I mean, was there ever a question? It's motherfucking Bacon. Vote Bacon. What the hell?
Bacon.
I mean, come on. Everybody knows vote Bacon. I think the woman's a minion, man. What do you think?
I think so too.
Okay.
Let me find. Do you have a number?
I do. Kathy Bacon. By the power invested in me because I helped create this show, I pronounce you minion number 44.
Woo! And there was much rejoicing in the land.
Excellent.
Live.
Seriously, I only wish she could have been here to hear it.
Hoot.
Yes. So,
yeah, it's going on in the chat room for the bacon.
I know. Vote TJ and Bacon is what I'm seeing in the chat.
Sides.
We're not taking sides. Although
I don't know anything about it, so.
We just got asked the ultimate question in the chat room. Do you even want to attempt to answer this question?
Where did it go? Where?
It's from Schifer, and the question is, what is this show about?
It's a little bit like Seinfeld. It's really not about anything.
Not really.
Not really.
It's also predominantly white cast, which is a lot like Seinfeld as well.
Which is a lot like Seinfeld, too. It's actually just Schifer. It's just us kind of talking about our lives. So it's kind of just to hang out and chat.
It's what they lovingly refer to, Schifer, as a personal journal podcast, which is basically somebody or some group of people who just discuss their lives. We also sometimes will talk politics and religion and current events, and but today, and we only do a live show once a month. So I mean, and yeah, we have a thing for zombies. So we have a minion army, and it's all the people who will help us to survive the zombie apocalypse, which is due to happen in a year now. So
it's, it'll happen at some point.
It's really hard to say our show is about anything at all because it's really two old white ladies talking. We don't really.
Oh my God, you're still in your 30s, you corn nut.
We don't really.
She's a baby.
Yeah, no, we don't really.
Infant.
We don't really know. If I will tell you this.
I'm sorry.
I will tell DeAndre. I hear you like white ladies. I hear you like ladies. Period. No.
Right. Because
Wait. Schifer just said he has knowledge on thermobaric nuclear missiles. Go on.
That would be awesome during an apocalypse.
I'm waiting.
He's prepped.
No, it's fine.
Anything else?
It's cool, man. We basically talk about whatever random thing floats through our head. And oddly enough, the rest of the people in this chat room seem to like listening. We still don't understand why, but we appreciate the fact that they do.
They're long and hard and very explosive. That's naughty.
And the fallout is big. That could be made naughty as well.
Oh, God.
By the way, Schifer, if you don't know, I hope you know, but Pride 48 is an LGBTQ community. We are known as I guess we could be straight allies. I don't like to self-label myself an ally, but I will get in your face and scream about how everyone deserves equal rights. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christian. That was thoughtful.
Yeah, thank you.
I love my brother in Portland.
Shall we piss some people off?
With what?
Shall I piss some people off?
Sure.
let's talk about the Lego movie. But we're not going to do spoilers. We're not going to do spoilers.
We're not?
Well, no, because not everyone's seen it yet.
Opened.
Yeah,
Okay.
and on a live show, I don't want to fucking spoil it for anybody else. Like, if we record a separate episode where we get spoilerific, not live though.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, Schiffer, I have a cousin who's totally furry.
She has a really cute cousin who's a furry in Seattle. Holy shit, she showed me pictures. He is cute, cute, cute. What's he? He's a wolf, right? He's a wolf?
I think he's a husky or something. I'm not sure.
He's something of the canine breed.
He is.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, Lego movie.
I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, well, I really enjoyed it. I was very intrigued by the preview. I love just the novelty of it. I like the novelty of the animation being the Lego blocks. I've been to Legoland. I didn't grow up per se with Legos. I think my brother played with them, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny on a grown-up level and it's funny on a kid level. I actually think it's more funny on a grown-up level. I think grown-ups will enjoy it more, but I'm curious what you think because I know you weren't as jazzed about it as I am. Although the color, I'll say this, I thought about going to see it again, and my eyes kind of exploded out of my head at the thought because of the colors. It's such a bright, colorful movie that I don't.
It is a very bright, colorful movie. It is a very bright, colorful movie. Okay, so no, Timmy, no, we're not going to get into specifics of the movie. Don't worry, we're just going to give opinion.
Yeah, we don't because it just came out. We don't want to spoil.
No. I don't think we're ever going to do a movie spoiler on a live show. I think if we're going to do one of those in-depth ones that we've done before, where I always mark them as spoilerific, we're going to record it outside and then release it for you guys to listen to when you can and when you're ready. But no, I don't want to do that on a live show, especially right now when it's brand new. So I will say this: the movie is good. It's very cute. But the comedy was very... And I liked the message it had.
The message is really sweet.
It just came out Friday, DeAndre. So it's brand new. This was the first weekend. So, but... And this is where I disagree with you and TJ, because I know TJ really enjoyed it as well. In fact, Bob and I were originally going to go see The Monument Men. That's what we were originally going to go see at the movies. But after seeing all my friends on Twitter and seeing TJ post on Facebook about how fantastic it is and how fucking awesome it is and how funny it is and how everybody needed to see it, we decided instead of seeing The Monument Men, we were going to go see the Lego movie. And it was cute. But the comedy for us was definitely geared towards children. So we found it amusing, but not laugh out loud funny. Does that make sense? That's how we took it. But then again, the funniest movie that Bob and I have seen this year, the funniest movie, we both agree this was the most hilarious movie we've seen all year, was The World's End. And that was a movie about a bunch of guys getting pissed drunk and running from aliens. So, I mean, we tend to run more frat boy in our comedy. So, yeah. So, yes.
I was looking at what Melissa wrote.
She wrote a spoiler. She said Jack dies at the end of Titanic. So she said and the movie's not very long, just so you know.
Yeah, it's a little over an hour and a half.
It's not a very long movie, and it's visually very interesting.
Visually, it's so
visually,
fun.
It's very interesting. So.
Yeah. So I clearly have a more childlike mind.
No. I wasn't saying that at all. I'm just saying. Well, Timmy Sims just put in the chat room. He thought the World's End was boring. Meanwhile, Bob and I laughed so hard we almost fell out of the seats at the theater. I mean, so everyone's sense of humor is different.
Yes.
So, it's just that this one we found cute and we found it entertaining, but it's not necessarily...
It's okay, honey.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, 3/4 of the way through the movie, I turned to Bob and I'm grinning, but I looked at him and I went, "This movie's stupid." And he was like, "Yeah." But it was not stupid as in dumb, but stupid as in it was silly for children, and it was just silly fun. The movie was silly fun, but the message it gave was very nice. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, it was silly, and yeah, it's not gonna win any. Well, it could win some Oscars. I heard that it's actually stop motion.
Is it? Because that's a lot of work with what they all did.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to be computer, but I was told a lot of it was stop motion, which amazes me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. All right. Good night. It's all about me. Sorry.
Oh, bye, Mark
Good
and
night. Yeah, it's so. I mean, it's just different for everybody. But I don't want to spoiler the movie. I felt bad because I posted on Facebook.
Don't feel bad.
I was like, we saw it, and a friend of ours was like, and I was like, it wasn't laugh out loud funny, but we liked it. It was cute, and I felt so bad. TJ was just like, oh, that really hit my funny bone, and she sad faced it, and I was just like, I'm a dick. I'm the dick.
Not.
So.
Not at all.
Yeah, so.
Not at all. So, yeah, so there's 2 points of view on the Lego movie.
I love the little Fox file you keep posting, Schaefer. That is me in the morning with no coffee. So,
oh, Lord.
Yeah, kids will love it. So if you're looking for a good movie to take a kid to, kids will love this. I mean,
Yeah.
and I played with Legos as a kid. Bob was not a real Legos person. I played with Legos, but I had the standard set, and a lot of what was focused on in this movie were the deluxe sets, like the castle set and the pirate ship set, and the big expensive ones that I never had because they were always too expensive. I had the basic set of blocks, and I used to use them to create house plans. I used to do full floor plans of houses. I used to build houses with no roofs so that I could put furniture and everything in them too.
You're
so
a freaking master builder.
I would use the basic block set. So I had the basic block set, and then I had a bucket of them, and then I had windows and doors. I had no wheels, no specialty stuff, no nothing. And for a while, my mom swore I was going to be an architect because all I did was build houses of different floor plans. So I'd take one of the big green bottoms, the flat plates that were like grass, the base, and I would literally lay out the outer walls of a house and then lay in the inner walls of a house in different floor plans. I was very good at creating 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch styles.
so cute.
Yes, Christian, I played a lot of video games. I'm a child of the 80s. Arcades and video games were my babysitters.
We're hot. Yes.
Yeah, so. Oh, God, what else? Oh, I want to say a quick thank you to Moose P for the donation. We appreciate that, Moose P. Thank you so much.
Very much so. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, how are we doing on time?
We're
We've
doing
both
great.
had cat issues this week.
Oh, yeah. We're going to tell you about our pets now. So, for all you new listeners, we both have cats, and we're going to tell you about them.
Tucker was sick with the diarrhea. This is wonderful radio.
This should be for Shark Week. Okay.
Let's just say he weren't having no fun.
No.
And he was like sleeping by the heater 24/7 because he was unhappy. But we got him some what are those called? Probiotics and antibiotics, which sounds like that wouldn't work, but it worked just fine.
Did he pick up a bug or something, or?
We could not figure out what it was. Could not figure it out. He ate something, or maybe ate a spider or something.
Something gave him diarrhea.
Yep. So.
Because it sounded earlier like you said you gave your cat the diabetes, and I was gonna say, no.
I don't think that's catching.
No.
Yeah. No. He's so much better now, which is a relief because they can't tell you what's wrong with them, So you're just like, okay, he's not running around at all. He's not behaving normally at all.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my cat?
Well,
Yeah.
I found out what's wrong with my cat today. Oh yeah,
This is Frodo Baggins.
Yeah, just from seeing the chat room right now, I will tell you, Schaefer, the conversation in the chat room is always completely separate from the conversation of the show. You get used to that after a while. So, Frodo, okay, so we've known for a while that Frodo needed to go in for a teeth cleaning where they have to put him under anesthesia and stuff. But our vet was like, I'm noticing a bit of a heart murmur. So, night, Tom. So he was like, you have to take him to see a cardiologist before I will put him under the anesthesia to clean his
A
teeth.
cat cardiologist.
I know. I am now the person who takes her cat to the cardiologist. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And so we finally did. Oh, that's a cute picture too. Okay, so we finally did, and it was because we knew it was going to be expensive. So we took him to the cardiologist this morning, and okay. There were big words thrown at us, like echocardiogram, which is something they had to do after the initial assessment of him.
Oh my goodness.
I know what CJLB means. I know. Anyways, so, and I love when he says it. Anyways, so as I get listeners later will not understand what that was from, and that was because I looked at the chat room. I need to not look at the chat room. So they were like the cardiologist did a once over on him and everything, and his temperature was good, his weight was good, he was doing well, everything seemed fine, but they heard a little bit of a murmur. Luckily, the cardiologist was like, because we brought in the chest X-rays and the notes from the vet, so the cardiologist was like, actually, this murmur is way lighter than what they wrote in the notes. So they wrote it like it was much more serious. He goes, it's actually not that bad. He goes, I think I think it's a standard myocardial issue, something that's just this is the way his heart is. He goes, but I would very much like to do an echocardiogram just to make sure that the muscle itself is strong and that everything's fine. And so we were like, okay. And he was like, the echocardiogram's going to run you this much, and we were like, okay. So because it was expensive. God. And then, so they said, we have to take him to the back. They're like, all we have to do is lay him on a table, and then it's like giving him a sonogram. He'll be a little bit wet, where we have to put the jelly on him, but we don't have to shave his fur or do anything. And we'll do that. So we were like, okay. So they were like, have a seat out in the lobby. We'll bring him out to you. So the nurse comes out, the assistant comes out, and says, the veterinarian really needs to see you. And I instantly get this look of just terror on my face.
Panic, yes.
And so, and she's like, no, it's fine, but he's definitely recommending an additional panel of tests because we think we've noticed something, and we want to make sure that we've ruled out whatever cause it could be. So we go in to talk to the vet, and basically says, we want to do a full heartworm panel. And I was like, heartworm? That's a dog thing. And he's like, it's rare in cats, but it does happen. So then he told us that the echocardiogram was great and that everything looked fine and the actual walls of the heart looked good, but the left ventricle that went from the heart to the lungs is very enlarged. Oh. And he goes, it could just be that his is naturally larger than normal. He goes, but normally when we do see that, it's because of heartworm. He goes, so I want to do a panel to make sure. And then that was even more money.
Yikes, ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, the $600 vet morning is what this was.
Oh, my God.
It was very ouchy.
Wow.
But it basically came down to his health is more important than anything else.
Right.
I'm going to eat cup of noodle for a week and a half, but he's going to be healthy. But here was one thing they did tell us. They were like, by the way, your cat is probably the most well-behaved cat we've ever had in here. He goes, he was so cool. We just laid him out on the table. He just sort of laid there. He's like,
Frodo.
He goes, we did the echocardiogram on one side, and then we were like, okay, Frodo, we need you to roll over. They're like, he just rolled his belly over to the other side so that they could do it. And I just looked at him. I said, yeah, that's Frodo. He's pretty laid back. And they were like, the vet even said, he goes, we like him. He goes, Nicole, the name of the veterinary assistant was Nicole. He goes, Nicole likes him so much, I don't think she's going to give him back to you. And I looked right at the vet. I said, if you don't give me my baby boy back, we going to have a problem. So we it was crazy. We were just like, okay. But it was expensive, and we're waiting for the results. We're supposed to get a text message with the results.
Well, I sure hope that there's no issue. And
well, if it's heartworm,
Yeah.
then they said that it'll be medication. They'll treat it. It'll go away, and then he'll be fine. So, more money,
Okay.
more money, more money. But it was scary this morning. I was like, Echo, what? What? He needs a
Yeah.
what? But it's all heart
why you
stuff.
do this to my feline?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at least we know that he's okay. They don't think it's anything serious that requires surgery or anything like that. So,
That's great.
and that's it. I mean, other than that,
Yeah.
the weekend was pretty much hanging out at my parents' house, doing everybody's taxes, and
Ugh.
no, I do it every year. It gives me a chance to hang out with my family and
I have to remember that. I keep forgetting that it's like tax time.
do your taxes. Get them over with. Good night,
Yeah.
DeAndre.
Good night.
Oh, Schifer, usually the pictures that are posted in this chat room are like X-rated and dirty. So, but we're one of the clean shows. So, even with my dirty mouth, we're one of the clean shows. So, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's it. Other than TV.
Yeah, that is kind of it.
So everybody's talking about the Olympics, though. People are talking about should they support, should they not, should they watch, should they not, and so it's one of those things where people are confused. I know Mark was saying on his most recent show, should he support Coke because of all that backlash from the multi-ethnic, multi-language Super Bowl commercial that all those racists, threw a fit over. I don't know if you're up on that, Nick, because
I am. I didn't understand it at all. It's confusing to me.
well, what's really sad is one of the biggest things they were screaming about was there's a portion of the song "America the Beautiful" that was sung in Arabic by a little girl. The little girl in that commercial is a 5th grader at a local school here in the Bay Area.
Right.
So these are all. Good night, Christian. Good night, Melissa.
Night, Christian.
So there was this whole brouhaha about people saying, well, if you don't sing, and I mentioned this on the last show, and I bang my head against the wall every time, their words, quote, our national anthem.
Right.
Quote.
Wrong.
Wrong. But you need to sing it in American, because this is America. And my response to that is 1, America the Beautiful is not our national anthem, and 2, American is not a fucking language. It's not a language.
We actually speak a foreign language to this continent.
Yeah. If you really want,
English.
I said this the other day. I said if you really want to get nitpicky about it, we should have sung it in Navajo and Lakota and Cheyenne and Paiute. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yes. It was mind-blowing to me because I saw the ad and thought it just charmed me, because that's our country. Do people not understand that?
All
that's
of those languages are spoken here.
And everybody's welcome to speak whatever language they want to.
It's the beauty of this country.
I don't
you have
get
freedom
it.
of religion. You have freedom of language. That's one of the beautiful things, and it's just so stupid. They literally were saying, they were on Twitter, I saw them, saying,
Yeah, I saw
Coke,
an
you're
article.
terrorists for letting the national anthem get sung in non-American languages. And it's like, what does an American look like to you, person on Twitter? Because I can almost guarantee that they're white and speak English, and their neck is very, very red. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is not what an American looks like anymore. That's not what an American has looked like for a long time.
Well, it's super frustrating because there's generations of people from every country in the world who live here. They're not, their families immigrated like
unless
100 years
you
ago.
are full-blooded Native American Indian, you are from somewhere else.
You're not a native.
You're
to
not
this land.
a native to America, to North America, unless you are full-blooded Native American Indian. End of story. And there was also a bit of a brouhaha because one of the families singing was a gay couple with a child. So, of course, they threw that whole argument in there again, too, of it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But anyways, so then everyone wanted to help support Coke because they were being inclusive. They were showing inclusivity. And then Coke also sponsors the Sochi Olympics, which is in a very anti-gay area of the world, and where people are getting beaten in the streets outside of Sochi. I mean, right now Sochi's on the spotlight, so of course they want it to look pretty and nice and open and respectful and wonderful. And but in Moscow and in St. Petersburg and in these places, you know, people are getting tortured and beaten, and it's horrible.
Right.
Yeah, hunted in the streets. Actually, Timmy Sims is right. There are I don't know if it's a TV program, but I'm pretty sure it's an online program where they are literally they're chasing people down in the streets to beat them up, and it's entertainment.
That's just wacky.
Documentary. But this shit's happening. People are doing this, you know. And by the way, for the Coke commercial people, what they don't know also is that America the Beautiful was written by a woman who happened to be a lesbian, who was a member of the GOP, the
Nice.
Grand Old Party, until she left that party in 1924 because she felt they were becoming racist and xenophobic. And so she left the party. But she wrote that. She wrote the poem that is the lyrics of that song.
Nice.
Anyways, so no one knows
Yeah.
whether to support the Olympics because they, you know, because you want to support the
Well,
athletes,
here's the thing.
but you're not sure.
Here's my thought with the Olympics, and
Yeah.
this is the hard part, is you can't just say, oh, we don't like you, we're moving the Olympics. You know, the Olympics takes years to create the space for.
Yes, sometimes having 7 years to build your site isn't long enough, as Sochi has proven.
Right. You know, so it's like, you know, their policies are horrible. We never should have chosen them in the first place.
The rumor is that they bribed the selection committee. That's
you
the
know,
rumor.
and so there's that element of, well, it's not like you can just go, they're assholes, let's move it to Canada.
Right.
You know, it just doesn't work that way. And, you know, it is up to individual athletes whether they want to give up that part of their life that they've spent decades training for. And I really don't feel like it's my right to tell them, you don't get to compete in the Olympics because of where it's being held.
No.
They get to make that decision. You know, but no, it was a horrible choice in the first place.
People, it absolutely is. But then again, holding the 1936, was it 36 or 34 Olympics in Berlin was also not a great idea either. And Coke was a sponsor then as well.
And Coke is a business. We have to remember
they've
that.
been a sponsor
you know.
forever. You know,
They're a business. They're
Right.
out here to make money. They're not out here to be socially. I mean,
Or
they'll do
politically
whatever it
motivated.
takes to sell Coke.
the people have asked what I've been doing because they know that considering what my husband does for a living, he trains swimmers, and many of whom have gone on to Olympic trials, and we're very big supporters of the Summer Olympics, and I love the Winter Olympics too. The Olympics, I've always been a fan of the Olympics. However, people have asked, how do you support the athletes but not? And so here's what I'm doing, and I'm not saying this is what anyone else should be doing, but this is just the solution that helps me sort of make peace with myself in my own head and sleep at night. And okay, I'm supporting I'm supporting the athletes by actually watching their events and seeing them do their very best at what it is they're great at. However, the way I'm doing it is I'm DVRing all the events, and I am waiting 3 days to watch them, because once something's been on your DVR for 3 days or more, it no longer counts towards ratings. So I'm not supporting NBC's ratings, nor am I buying any of the sponsors' products. However, I am supporting the athletes by actually paying attention to what they're doing and actually watching their events so that I can cheer them on, even though I'm a few days late.
You really thought that out.
I did, because I don't like to miss an Olympic event. I really don't. I'm a real weird. It's the one time where I turn into a weird sports sycophant, and I love hockey and I will always be there for hockey, but I'm not really into other sports. I've never have been. But the Olympics is different, because for me that's countries coming together to show their very best, and that has a lot of meaning for me. And especially seeing with my husband doing what he does and seeing these kids, some are as young as 8 or 9 years old, who go to practice every single morning, who go to practice every afternoon.
Right.
During Christmas break, where most kids are, staying up late and sleeping in, and doing all this, they're up for a 5:30 a.m. practice, and then they're at a 3:30 in the afternoon practice. They're doing 2 a day. These kids are dedicated. These kids are doing everything, that they can to be the very best at what they want to do. And they put years and years and years of effort. They give up on other things in order to focus on this, because it means that much to them. I'm not about to blow them off and say, well, it's so bad that it was in Russia this year. I'm going to support those kids. I'm going to support those people who have worked for decades to get where they are, and who are the best of the best, and who are representing our country, because I am, in a weird way, while I will criticize my country for a lot of things, I'm also very proud of my country, and I support my country. And so I will watch our Olympians compete, but I will figure out a way to do it that doesn't support the ratings and doesn't support the sponsors if I'm not okay with... I mean, I can't boycott the International Olympic Committee. They don't sell... I'm not buying anything, no Olympic products, no sweatshirts, no nothing, nothing. Because, I think the committee made a mistake, and I don't think they should be... I don't think I should support that decision of where, but I'm also not going to turn my back on those athletes. And so they will have my attention, and they will have me watching them do what it is they do, and being proud of them, and being happy for them, and cheering for them, and being, biting my nails and being sad when they don't make it, or, I'm going to cheer with them, and I'm going to cry with them, because that's, that's what those people deserve. But these are cute. But yeah, so I don't drink Coca-Cola anyway, because I'm not supposed to it's a
lot of sugar.
I'm not supposed to drink soda right now because of, diet.
Right.
It's too much sugar, it's too many calories.
Yeah. Hard on your bones too, specifically the colas.
Yeah, well, and I don't like diet soda. I don't like that chemical aftertaste. So, yeah, I'm DVRing the live events. I don't watch the NBC primetime thing. I DVR'd the first one for the opening ceremonies. That was on Friday. I didn't watch it until today. So, yeah. So, that's how I've chosen to support the athletes, but not support the ratings. Which I'm sure is kind of a dick move, but I'm not going to give up the Olympics just because of where they chose to hold it, which I think was a horrible decision.
It was really just a bad decision. And there's so many good places where you could have it.
Yeah. And I guess 2016 is...
What, North Korea?
No. Funny.
Since we're moving in that direction,
2016 is in Japan somewhere, I think.
Oh, wow. Japan is beautiful.
The Summer Olympics... yeah. The Summer Olympics coming up.
Do they have a pollution problem like China does?
No.
Okay.
Well, not unless you're near Fukushima.
Okay.
Which, that was a horrible joke. It's too soon for that. But, no, so the next Summer Olympics are in Rio de Janeiro. The next Winter Olympics are in Japan.
Oh, the Winter Olympics in Japan is even better.
Yeah.
Because of all their gorgeous
mountains.
And
I don't know where the Summer Olympics after Rio is. I'm not sure.
Well, girl, we're almost at 9:15.
I know. We went a little long. I'm sorry, everyone, but I appreciate you hanging out with us. I guess
when we're done here, I'm gonna go finish the first episode of Walking Dead since they came back.
I'm
halfway through it.
I'm hearing good things, but I don't want to read any spoilers.
No, I'm not saying a word.
No. So we've covered everything. So I guess I'll talk us out.
Go for it.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can find us at visitnowhere.com. You can email us at thegirls@visitnowhere.com. Call our listener line at 509-731-4368. send something wonderful to our P.O. Box, P.O. Box 4608, Wenatchee, Washington, 98807. We love postcards, so if you're ever out and about, grab a postcard and send it to us. Follow us on, or friend us on Facebook by searching Greetings from Nowhere. Follow me on Twitter at NowhereChrissy. Follow Nicole on Twitter at Enesvy, Enesvy. I think that's everything.
I think that's it.
And so,
You're so good at that.
I need to do this.
Greetings from nowhere. Greetings from
Oh, well, fuck yeah, the mic has been muted for God knows how long. Oh, God, I'm sorry about that. I don't know when that muted either. Or actually I do, but I thought I turned it back on. Anyway, basically tomorrow we have, on Pride 48, we have Ramble Redhead and Dubious Intent Plus. 9 to 10 and 10 to 11:30, so from 8 to 10:30 my time. That's usually about the time I go to bed. So, but I'm going to go to bed now. It is really, it's late for me and I've got to do some stuff early tomorrow. I am going out for supper with my folks after my shift, but I may actually come in early. We might get done by 6. So 6, and Ramble Redhead starts at 8. I think what I'll do tomorrow is what I should have done this week, and I forgot that my mic wasn't on for most of that, is I would like to go and I'll play for a couple hours, and then it'll just be me in here, and if you want to talk, that's fine. We can sit and talk and do whatever. I mean, it's not going to be a wine cast. Obviously, I can't drink alcohol. But, it might be a water cast. I've got these things. And I should be drinking a heck of a lot more water, honestly. When I was a kid, I had a tumbler like this. I used to go through it twice a day. I don't drink anywhere near that much water now, and I really should. I'm also looking to get a Brita filter, which means I'll be able to drink water a little easier.
Money can't solve every problem, Tony.
Just the ones Tony usually comes up with. So I think what we're going to do tomorrow is... Ooh, I got gifted year room. Okay. I got another
Domesticated almonds are safe,
gifted lake
but wild
room.
almonds contain hydrogen cyanide, so be careful what you eat.
Yes, that's Squirrel Girl. She is the person that I love to play as. I cannot get enough Squirrel Girl. I don't know why. I really don't know. But tomorrow, after I get back from my from eating with my folks, I will come back and I will play. Well, what the hell? Where did these things go? Okay. And I will play some Marble Heroes or stuff like that. So until then, we're gonna go to bed. I need to get up and do some stuff tomorrow. But after I get back from eating supper, I'll be online. Just keep an eye out for the Twitter. I may be on tomorrow in the morning a little bit too. We'll see what's going on. But thanks for hanging out, guys.